And welcome to Ramona High School for the 31st playing of the Inland Empire All-Star Football Classic. I'm Pep Fernandez. This is David Zink. We'll have the call for you tonight right here live on GTV. And David, a very special night here at Ramona High School. We're excited to see all these All-Stars, but even more so for a bigger reason at this game.
That's right. Dr. Jerome Wall, who passed away this past November, founder of the game with Jim Clover, he's going to be honored here at halftime. Dr. Wall spent the last 30 years of his life basically supporting high school sports in the Inland Empire through the Sport Clinic and this All-Star game, and it's a great honor that we should be giving him tonight.
Absolutely. A great man. And the All-Star game returning to its roots. We've been all over the place in the Inland Empire. Now we're back in Riverside.
Back in Riverside for the first time in, I believe, 18 years. But, you know, it's great. Coming in, last night that was a lot of fun here in the Ramona High School gym.
That's right.
And tonight we're going to have a really great game here in the stadium.
This game is chock full of talent. You could go up and down the roster. Some of the guys wearing some wacky numbers, so you got to pay attention. The quarterback's wearing 88, 89 for Riverside County, but really a lot of great players in this, David. Who are the guys that we should look for in this All-Star Classic to make some big plays here live on GTV?
You know, you got all kinds of guys from Anthony Catalano and J.J. Taylor at Centennial High School to Alexander Madison from San Bernardino High School.
A record holder.
A lot of great players in this game. If you take your eyes off the TV, you might miss something.
You can't go wrong with having Centennial guys in the lineup. We got Jeff Steinberg, the head coach of Riverside County from the Rancho Verde High School. He's countered by Nick Rogers, the head coach from Cajon High School. He will lead the San Bernardino squad. The 31st annual IE All-Star Classic is coming up right here on GTV. It's Riverside County. It's San Bernardino County. It's the 31st annual Inland Empire All-Star Football Classic live from Ramona High School. I'm Pep Fernandez, joined by David Zink. We've got intern Angel Vizcarra running the sidelines, getting us interviews throughout the game. We're thrilled that you're joining us tonight as we kind of showcase and highlight and boast a little bit about all the great players that we have throughout the Inland Empire, David. As we see Mayor Rusty Bailey's out there around midfield as they get set to do the coin toss with the captains. Great crowd here at Ramona High School. It's really packing in. Fantastic crowd. A great night. The rain's going to stay away, it looks like, as well.
Well, and we don't want to lose the moment and give special thanks to Emily Davila from Arlington High School for her rousing rendition of the national anthem. That was
excellent.
Fantastic. What lungs she has.
Well, we've got the captains headed out to midfield right now for the coin toss. And as we said, man, a really good crowd out here tonight. Angel Vizcarra is on the sideline. He is standing by with his first of many live reports here with the 31st annual Inland Empire All-Star Football Classic. Intern Angel, what do you got down there?
Thank you, Pep. We're here with the 31st annual IE All-Star Classic. Riverside County is taking on San Bernardino County. The atmosphere is great. You look left and right, there are Division I prospects floating everywhere around the field. Last year in the 30th annual Classic, we had the IE teaming up against the OC County All-Stars. Then Riverside Poly wide receiver Achille Ross, who now plays at USC, went off for 4 overall touchdowns and was the MVP of that contest. With so much Division I talent around the field tonight, let's see who's the game changer in tonight's Classic. Back to you, Pep.
Fantastic, intern Angel, as always. Zinky's all grown up. He's at USC now. He comes back to grace us with his presence here, but he would only come back, he said, for the biggest game in history.
And as he calls it, you know, it's fantastic to see a kid who, a local North graduate who is now at USC, going to the Annenberg School, doing big boy things, as we like to think. We like to think we also gave him his start. But you know what? He's carried the load and done great stuff. What is this, his 4th or 5th sideline assignment for us?
He's a seasoned pro. He does this. You know what? I'm looking at the sidelines, and, of course, intern Angel's down there. But a lot of college coaches in attendance here at Ramona High School, checking out some of the top high school football players in the Inland Empire. We saw several guys, and we were looking at their jackets and looking at their hats and saying, oh, man, where's he from? Where's that guy? What college is that? So there's a lot of guys out here who have signed, or verbally committed, I should say, to scholarships. Other guys still looking around. This could be a big opportunity for them.
Based on the level of athletes that are going into the major Division I schools, I mean, we got Blake Barnett at Alabama. We have Sua Cravens, who's now going to the NFL draft playing at USC. There's lots of guys. You know, Nate Metters, who was in this game last year, actually started as a freshman at UCLA. There's a lot of guys, a lot of coaches who want to see what else there is in the Inland Empire that they can get on their squads.
Well, we should give a huge shout out to Jim Clover, Rodney Kiles, really the organizers, the backbone of this game. We're going to be honoring and saluting Dr. Jerome Wall, of course, the founding father of this game throughout the broadcast. But this specific one, the 31st playing of the IE All-Star Classic, Rodney Kiles and Jim Clover have really dedicated themselves in recent weeks to make this happen.
And let's not forget the city of Riverside, who's been so gracious. Debbie Guthrie, who has helped organize all the different logistics of the game, from AMR to the police patrol and things like that. And then most importantly, John Tibbles and Ramona High School for their absolute support of this game.
The banquet last night was excellent.
Everything's been first rate. They really showed their true colors. Ramona Ram Pride, that's what I say.
Ram High is the place to be, the 31st playing of the IE All-Star Classic. We hope you can make it out. We're minutes away from kickoff, actually moments, I should say now. But if you can't, you can watch us live on GTV as well as the Inland Sports YouTube channel, which you might be doing already. San Bernardino with the onside kick to get this thing cracking. San Bernardino wearing the blue tops, Riverside in the white tops. Who recovers the ball? And it's going to be San Bernardino recovering the onside kick. So David Zink, Nick Rogers dipping into his bag of tricks right off the bat.
Special plays, I guess big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games, Pep.
That's right.
I think it was Devin Dixon with the recovery on that onside kick. I'm sorry, Devontae Stewart with the recovery from Redlands with the recovery on that onside kick. And I guess they're taking over here somewhere about the
right around
48-yard
midfield,
line.
yeah. So San Bernardino County wasting no time to get that ball back. How about Nick Rogers? Gutty call to start the game. It's an all-star game. You let it all hang out.
So what do you got, Jeff? What do you got, Coach Steinberg?
All right, so Joey Barola from Redlands High School, the starting quarterback for the San Bernardino County All-Stars. He's wearing number 2 tonight, as San Bernardino County will start on the Riverside 48 to start this one out. Throughout the night, we'll be highlighting several of the players in this game, like Joey Barola, had a great season for the Terriers. Run play to the right for San Bernardino. They might have got 1 yard on the carry.
That was Josh Johnson on the carry there. Got about
from
a
Kaiser
yard.
High School, right?
Kaiser High School. 5'11", 185 in the backfield there with Barola.
Once again, San Bernardino County wearing the blue tops, gray bottoms, and it's Riverside County All-Stars in the white tops. Of course, the Ohio State looking. Almost had an interception around midfield for Riverside County. That player has his jersey rolled up, so he's going to make us work for this one.
That doesn't help. It just does not help. Looks like Rancho Verde pants on that, so I'm trying to think who that is.
And we indicated this in the intro, that a lot of these players went with the wacky numbers. So just because he's wearing 54 and 89, you might think he's playing a certain position. He's probably not.
Absolutely.
Barola back in the shotgun, drops back, lets it fly. That's Chris Vaughn. So Redlands to Rev, and it's a first down for the San Bernardino County All-Stars. Chris Vaughn wearing, of course, number 45.
A crosstown connection, as you would say.
That's the awesome dynamic of an all-star game. You've got bitter rivals playing on the same team. As we take a look at the replay, Joey Barola hooking up with the pride of Redlands East Valley. Chris Vaughn hauls it in, turns upfield, and a first down for San Bernardino County. So from the 36, fumble, Barola scoops it up, but he's quickly brought down. That's number 50 for the Riverside County team. Austin Quickie. So Austin Quickie wearing number 50 today. Had a chance to talk to his dad for a while at the All-Star Banquet last night, and he's trying to figure out his college future. He's got some interest from a lot of different schools. Wants to maybe study criminal justice, keeping his options open.
That's a big option.
And he was great when we brought him in for the Inland Sports Show. Good kid, has his head on his shoulders.
On the run.
Yeah, Barola takes off, picks up about 5, 6, 7. And Barola taking off on the run as San Bernardino County marches down to about the 26-yard line of Riverside County.
And they're going no huddle. They're trying to keep the pace up, keep that defense from guessing. They're not able to substitute. You got guys running off the field trying to get on the field, and you're going to end up with a team with 12 players on the field at some point. You keep trying to substitute in a no huddle.
So Barola back in the shotgun. Hands it off. Josh Johnson gets the carry. Looks like he's got a first down and a little bit more down to the 20-yard line for San Bernardino County. Jeff Huerta, the defensive coordinator for the Rancho Verde High School, has got his work cut out for him, David Zink.
Yeah, and it looks like they're trying to grab for the football more so than get the tackle and get the guy down. I think Desmond Williams from Centennial there was more interested in trying to get that football away from him than get him down on the ground.
So Alexander Madison from Cardinal City, USA, San Bernardino High School back in the backfield with Barola now. So it's Barola and Alexander Madison. Barola's going to go to the end zone a little short. His receiver came back for it. And they're going to say it's a completed pass. That's number 6 for San Bernardino County, Brandon Morris, terrier to terrier.
Boy, and I'm not sure he got back to it. They gave him the call. He did stop. He got to the pylon, the end zone pylon, and came right back to it, dove forward, and actually, they say he got the catch. Not exactly sure that was the case.
So now we're looking at first and goal for San Bernardino County from about the 3-yard line. Barola joined by Madison in the backfield. Up the middle here, the push. And they're going to say a fumble on the play. Riverside County recovers. Was that quickie?
And you have trick play to get the ball on a kickoff and another trick play that gave the ball away.
I love all-star games.
Remember last year it took us a while to get our stability in this game because it was all over the place at the start, but Riverside was getting, Inland Empire was getting over on Orange County. Looks like Riverside's going to take over at like the 2-yard line, so definitely backs to the end zone, but I have no problem that they can move the football.
So San Bernardino County marches down the field on the doorstep, ready to punch in a touchdown, and Riverside County turns them away as the Riv All-Stars will start from, like David Zink said, about the 2-yard line, deep in their own territory. Handoff, looks like J.J. Taylor gets the call. He's turned back right around the goal line. They're going to be daringly close to a safety here, but they're going to give him forward progress. That's going to bring it out to about the 4-yard line, so he might have actually got a half-yard on the play. So it's Anthony Catalano, the starting quarterback for Riverside County, wearing number
88.
Of course, right? There's J.J. Taylor. Catalano hooks up with number 1. That's his Centennial teammate, Cameron Jackson. Cam Jackson picks up a first down. Ask Bosco or any of those Pac-5 schools. They know what we're talking about. Catalano to Cam Jackson.
Catalano with the 88 jersey. He says it's an homage.
To who?
Javon
McKinley.
Thank you.
I've heard of that guy. He's pretty good. J.J. Taylor run to the right. J.J. still going, trying to hurdle over one of his teammates. He picks up a first down as he brings it out to about the 26-yard line. And Riverside County with a huge Centennial connection marching down the field right now.
And in practice, he was playing a lot of defense. He was playing secondary and defense for one entire practice. And, actually 2 years ago was all CIF as a defensive back.
Catalano pitches it out to J.J. Taylor. There he goes again. He's got about 9 yards on that carry.
For Jeff Steinberg, this must be fantastic because he spent 3 of the 4 years those guys were in high school having to defend these guys, and now he gets to use them in the offense he loves to run.
That's an excellent point. He spent some good years at Santiago having to slow down Centennial, and now he actually gets to utilize these guys. There goes Catalano, calls his own number. He's got a first down. Catalano stays on his feet. Gets to the 45-yard line of Riverside County, and wow, Jeff Steinberg, a no-brainer here to put some of those Centennial guys in the starting lineup.
Duh.
Here's another replay here. Catalano, that read option, making such good decisions for the Huskies all season long, and Catalano picks up a first down for the Riverside County All-Stars. So Catalano back in the shotgun. He's got his teammate J.J. Taylor back there with him as well. J.J. takes the pitch, gets to the 50, the 45, to about the 43-yard line, and that should be enough for another Riverside County first down.
And they're shifting tight ends into that side of the field. I saw Tyler Krebs actually come over, and he actually had a key inside block to get JJ the sideline.
Look at Zink breaking out the analyst duties here.
Hey, got to do what I can.
Man, the football expert. I thought you were here just to be the eye candy.
That's a lie.
Catalano. He's got time, lets it fly, goes downfield, and it's intercepted by San Bernardino County. That's number 23 for San Bernardino County.
Elijah Lilly of Cajon High School.
That's right. The Cowboys defensive back patrolling the secondary, and Elijah Lilly picks off Anthony Catalano.
Not enough under that football, and he was able to get up underneath and get in front of the receiver to get that ball. It was a great play by Lilly. He spent the entire season, and Cajon spent that entire season doing that to the opponents in the CBL.
Don't get me wrong, Cajon had some great players on offense, but when you talk about the Cowboys, they really hung their hat on the defense this year, and Elijah Lilly was a huge reason why. And
Bunts, there's a lot of guys on that defense that were a reason why, you know. But Elijah Lilly, one heck of a defensive back.
So we got Barola and the San Bernardino County offense back on the field. Alexander Madison from Cardinal City will join them. Barola fakes. He wants to go downfield. Floats this pass over to Alexander Madison. He's got a first down. There goes Alexander Madison. The 35, right around the 32-yard line as Barola goes to Madison, and a huge play for San Bernardino County.
You know, and I didn't get the defender, but he had to pick between the quarterback and Madison, who was in the flat, and he decided to go after the quarterback. And actually, as soon as he did it, you saw that he dumped the ball to Madison. Madison, and he actually was able to get what?
Great decision.
35 yards?
Yeah, by Barola. Great decision there. Another first down for San Bernardino County. Barola hands it off to Madison, goes to his right, gets a couple. He got to at least the line of scrimmage.
So far this game, we've gotten to see two of the best running backs in the Inland Empire show us what they can do with J.J. Taylor and Alexander Madison doing what they do best. Madison more so in a receiving role, but he did get a lot of yards there, and he's showing what he's got, and J.J. just running like he runs.
And how about this? An onside kick, 2 turnovers. I mean, it's just been a wacky game so far.
And there's still 5:52 left in the first quarter.
Barola's going to let it fly. Looks like he's looking for Brandon Morris. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, terrier to terrier.
Now, they've seen this yard line once before. Let's see if they can get it in the end zone this time.
Good call. The long blue line takes San Bernardino County down to the doorstep. Last time this happened, the Riverside County defense rose to the occasion, forced the turnover, and turned away San Bernardino County.
Well, let's see if Coach actually sticks to not trying to do trick plays and just punch it in.
Barola hands it off. Looks like we've got a new tailback in there as well.
At the 1/2 yard line there.
That's number 10, Spencer Coleman from Carter High School. A lot of CBL guys in this game.
As there should be.
So it's Barola and Spencer Coleman in the backfield right now. About the 1-yard line. Hands it off to Coleman. Big time defensive play in the backfield by the Riverside County All-Stars. That's big number 99 coming up with a huge play.
And I'm lacking a 99 on the roster.
That was 99, wasn't it?
That's what I thought I saw. The unknown.
So San Bernardino County pushed back to
and that's what happens in these games.
3.5.
You know, you get rosters that are last minute and that kind of thing. Knowing the numbers, switching numbers.
And guys don't want to wear like their traditional numbers. They want to mix it up and do something crazy.
There we go.
Spencer Coleman goes into the paint for the first touchdown of the game.
Eludes the tackle of number 77 for the Riverside squad. Ty Whitworth, it looked like.
So Spencer Coleman checks into the end zone for the first touchdown. Let's take another look here. The pride of Carter High School in Rialto breaks loose, scampers into the paint, and just like that, it's 6-zip. A little dab at the end, too. He dabbed it for you, Zink.
Dab.
So it's 6-zip San Bernardino County. Here comes the extra point. Jaron Imbriani, the kicker for the San Bernardino County All-Stars from Cajon High School. Can't rush the kicker. It's up, and it's all good. 7-zip San Bernardino County strikes first in this one.
Well, there you have it. what started out as a trick play to get a touchdown turned into a turnover. They finally got the ball back, and they're in the end zone.
And a little dab at the end. So Nick Rogers using a bunch of different running backs at this point, trying to spread the wealth, it looks like. Because normally you go into an all-star game with a game plan, like this guy's going to play this series, the next player will play the next series, and you kind of spread it out. But this time, Nick Rogers just throwing guys in there, maybe trying to keep Riverside County on their toes.
You know, and I don't know if you saw Nick before the game. Nick Rogers has just a great coif, and his beard is in really playoff form if you look at it. So, I mean, outstanding hair he's got going on, and obviously his team is feeling that.
He brought his beard to the game, and he's ready to go.
And he's really worked that coif, man. It's a little bit of a faux hawk look. Kind of tough
He's
guy.
feeling it. He's up 7-zip. I mean, he's feeling good. He and his beard are off to a great start.
I think the beard called that trick play. So he's toning the beard down. Well, I would assume they're going to be ready for an onside kick. What do you think, Pep?
Man, you got to be on your toes. You just never know what Nick Rogers' beard might do. Nick Rogers had the beard. He said he wasn't going to trim it until Cajon lost. The Cowboys went all the way to the Inland Division semifinals before falling to Heritage. Normal kick finally in this one. And it looks like a big return by number 84 for Riverside County. He's going to take this one all the way back to the end zone. A great play by number 84. That's Skylar Thomas. Skylar Thomas from Citrus Hill High School. We had him down as number 63. That couldn't be right? That has to be 84.
It is. It's got to be.
So Skylar Thomas, it is. That's Scruff. I can tell from here. That's Scruffy. Skylar Thomas from the Inland Division champion, the state champion, Citrus Hill Hawks, taking this one back to the house.
And he didn't hide down the sideline. He took that right through the middle of the pack. He went right up the middle and on the outside.
If I was going to make a guess on special teams, the two guys to watch would be Skylar Thomas for Riverside and then Elijah Lilly for the San Bernardino County All-Stars. And Skylar Thomas making his presence felt in a huge way, wearing number 84 tonight. The extra point is up, and it's good. And just like that, it's 7-7. And David Zink, the track meet is about to begin. As I think the points are going to start piling up here and the 31st playing of the Inland Empire All-Star Classic.
That was Fidel Romo from Banning with the extra point. Tie the game up 7-7. I guess this is a little tit for tat, and we'll see what Coach Rogers has to bring back out. Get a little kickoff.
So Riverside County will now be kicking off to San Bernardino County. Dare you do the onside kick? You know, repay the favor, keep them on their toes.
Why not? You know.
So Jeff Steinberg and his crew talking things over. Steinberg, the head coach, obviously at the Rancho Verde High School. There's a good shot at Steinberg right there. The GTV crew, the very best in the business.
The chin. He's got such a strong chin.
He does. He's a pretty buff guy.
You know, and he's really excited for this game. He just, you know, through Twitter and all the things he's said about to us, you know, he just is really excited to be a part of this game. You can tell he's having a really great time, and he's giving the kids a really fun time.
You can follow him on Twitter at Coach Steiny. He's my neighbor as well, 4 doors down.
Well, come on, you know, I mean, your old buddies from the Burroughs days.
The Burroughs, man. Steinberg and I go way back. Way back.
And he's been where? 4 places. He's been there. He's been to A.B. Miller. Now he was at Santiago, and this is his first year at Rancho Verde, and he took them all the way to the semifinals.
That's right. If you look at it, Nick Rogers, the head coach at Cajon, Steinberg, the head coach at Rancho Verde, both coaches lost in the Inland Division semifinals.
Through no fault of their own. 2 really good, well-coached football teams in Cajon and Rancho Verde, you know, and we'll have to wait and see. Now we actually get to see Steinberg's defensive coordinator, Jeff Huerta, see what he can do to try and tone down the offense of the San Bernardino squad.
Jeff Huerta, a big movie buff.
Huge movie buff.
Hopefully he's been studying some film, though, this week that doesn't involve Star Wars or the Jurassic Park movie or any.
Remember you tried on the show, you tried to actually stump him, and you just couldn't do it.
No. All right, so San Bernardino County will start from their own 20-yard line. Barola still in the game. Marcus Johnson from Indian Springs is the other quarterback.
There's Gasaway.
Tyrone Gassaway from Cajon High School hauls in that pass.
I was wondering when he was actually going to get into the mix because he's a great receiver. You got to get him the ball.
Dangerous. So dangerous. Good basketball player as well. So San Bernardino takes it out to about the 24-yard line.
Got
4 yards on the pass play.
C.J. Harris split out single on the right-hand side, right-hand side of the formation. Another great receiver.
So we got a CBL receiving core out there, all 4 receivers.
Uh-oh.
Look out, Barola gets it off in time to Chris Vaughn. Vaughn gets a couple yards, pushes forward,
just
close to a first down.
I'm stepping on you, sorry.
That's right. We got C.J. Harris, Chris Vaughn, Tyrone Gassaway, and who was that 4th receiver out there? Oh, Brandon Morris from Redlands.
Yeah.
So the receiving core all CBL. Nick Rogers, obviously, when choosing his players, went heavy in the CBL.
Well, and Brandon Morris made a couple great plays in their last 2 drives to move the ball down the field, including that catch that was amazing, coming back to it from the end zone pylon to make a catch, get him down to the 2 last time.
Hand off to Josh Johnson. He's met in the backfield. Might have got a first down.
Just short.
They might want to measure this one. I think it will be short.
It's just short if I'm looking at the side judge over here. They're going to make him play it 4th down.
4th down is Nick Rogers going to go for it. I see Barola back out onto the field.
You know, Barola so far in the game is 6 of 7 for 100 yards. Not bad for the Redlands quarterback.
That's Dennis Pope, the stat guy over here from Fieldhouse of My Brain. Much more than just a stat guy.
Oh, no. He's far more than a stat guy. He's actually, he loves the game of football, both American and international.
And Madison with the carry. Looks like he got a first down on the forward progress. Still pretty darn close, but it looks like he got it.
Boy, by looking at the Riverside County sideline and those Rancho Verde coaches, you would think it was a real game. Well, it is a real game. You would think it was for something
a CIF
more.
championship, maybe?
Something more than just an all-star game. Jeff is so demonstrative on the sideline. He's constantly, he goes hoarse. I bet you after the game,
Screaming.
if we talk to him, you can't understand him because he can't talk.
He's a screamer. So first down for the San Bernardino County All-Stars. Barola back in the shotgun. He's got Alexander Madison. Hands it off to Madison. Madison still moving those legs, picks up the first down, and there goes Alexander Madison. Down the sideline he goes, Austin quickly. Then J.J. Taylor comes over to finally push Madison out of bounds right around the 27-yard line, it looks like, where they will mark it. Big time run by Alexander Madison, who just committed to Boise State this week. And Zink, you can see why the Boise State Broncos are getting a good one. Breaks out of that tackle and then springs loose.
When you know Madison was the San Bernardino County scholarship athlete for the game, $1,000 scholarship, 4.6 grade point average. He is a kid who's spot on great.
Barola was trying to find Brandon Morris, tucks it in, and Barola takes off on the run, slides past the 20-yard line.
I mean, how many kids do you know can play multiple sports and pull a 4.6 grade point average?
Just Dennis Pope. That's the only one I know. From Fieldhouse of My Brain. Did I mention him? So Joey Barola still in there. Joining him in the backfield, Spencer Coleman now. Coleman has that touchdown for the San Bernardino County All-Stars as we're closing in on the final minute here of the first quarter of the IE All-Star Classic.
Chris Vaughn in the slot looked like they were wanting to get something together here. Right there to Chris Vaughn.
And looks like Vaughn hauled it in. That should be a first down.
Nope, they called no catch.
Made the catch, but he must have stepped out of bounds on the far side.
Well, Vaughn came over, said something to Barola, and then Barola rolled that way, and he kind of was making his way to the sideline, and it just didn't get feet down.
Barola and the Redlands Terriers saw their season end in the quarterfinals where they nearly knocked off Citrus Hill. The Hawks, not only did they put together a huge comeback against the Terriers, one final drive to beat them in the quarters, but then we saw Citrus Hill go on to win the Inland Division and, of course, the Division 2A state championship.
Well, they went back-to-back games. Against Rancho Verde, they had to come back to beat them.
That was another thriller.
Definitely a team of destiny this year.
Good look at Barola there. Going towards the end zone, nearly picked off. He was trying to hook up with C.J. Harris. but deflected away by San Bernardino's number 10, Lorenzo Burns from Linfield Christian. And I see the Lions head coach, Deshaun Burns, right down in front of us, and he's got a shirt on because he's the king of the hashtags. It says, battle tested, battle ready.
And there he
is. Of course.
I did not see him. Lorenzo, a heck of an athlete.
He is.
And he's being what do you say, romanced by many programs.
Imbriani's coming on to attempt the field goal. Yeah, I asked Coach Burns, where is Lorenzo going? He's like, I just don't know. Signing day's Wednesday, and he still hasn't made up his mind. Imbriani puts it up. You can't rush the kicker once again. It's up, it's good, and San Bernardino County takes a 10-7 lead on the Jaron Imbriani field goal.
Well, that's 3 drives down the field for San Bernardino and 10 points. Not a bad start, but I'm sure that Coach Rogers was hoping for more.
Well, San Bernardino County with a 3-point lead with 1:03 to go here in the first quarter. You're watching live on GTV as well as the Inland Sports YouTube channel. We appreciate you watching this Inland Empire tradition. Let's thank some of our fine sponsors who have helped us out here at the Inland Empire All-Star Classic. We could not do it without them, and they're so instrumental in making this game happen, so we have to thank them.
Adrenaline Athletic Training, great sponsor. The Riverside Medical Clinic and the Sport Clinic. Oh, we've got
Ancho's. Yeah, we got it right here. Ancho's, Inland Sports. We got Ramona's, Knights of Columbus, Moss Brothers Auto Group, Robertson's Ready Mix, the Sports Clinic at Riverside Medical Clinic. Of course, shout out to Jim Clover again and our good friends at Remax Advantage. We could thank Jim Clover all night long, I guess.
We can, and he deserves all the thanks we can give him. As you can see, people down there collecting right around him, telling him great stories. Jim's great at listening and acting as if he's interested.
Well, he's a pretty good guy despite being an Ohio State Buckeye.
Yeah, you can't hold that against him. He tried to convert my daughter into become a Ohio. He gave her an Ohio State Buckeye golf bag when she was playing golf up at Riverside.
Did
Poly.
It work?
It didn't. She thanked him for it, but it did not.
Imbriani with the kick. A fair catch over here by number 11 for the Riverside County All-Stars.
That would be, oh no.
I don't see it a number, oh wait, Wes Smith. Come on,
Wesley
Smith. Wes Smith, come
on.
Notre
Dame. Younger brother of Will Smith, who actually played at Texas Tech and
Cowboys.
Tried to make his way into the NFL. But Wesley, quite a player himself, who has verbally committed to Azusa Pacific University. Was instrumental in Notre Dame's championship run as they won the
Northwest Division.
The Northwest Division?
Yeah, the Northwest Division.
You're right.
Oh, big hit by Cameron Moore of San Bernardino County. The pride of Cajon. Cameron Moore coming up the gut, stuffing that run there. That was number 23 for Riverside County. Let's give him a shout out as well here. That's Devin Floyd, a.k.a. the Dude from Citrus Hill. So many great running backs in this game.
Just great athletes all the way around. There's so many great players in this game.
So Catalano's still in there doing his work. Brett Virgil from Heritage standing by. He'll also be playing quarterback for Riverside County. Fumble by Catalano. It looks like it's recovered by San Bernardino County. Looked like number 99, Chance Sanderson from King, might have got to him first to force that ball loose.
Oh, it was 62 on the recovery.
62 on the recovery.
Nico Hernandez from Aquinas, I think, came up with that one. That's trouble.
So San Bernardino County back in business, and turnovers really the name of the game, and we're still in the first quarter.
Catalano, what's up with that?
That never happens.
Never. That's an all-star game.
San Bernardino County is just that good. Bosco couldn't do it.
Now, Riverside leads this series 9-7, so San Bernardino is probably trying to get one game closer to making this an even series again.
Barola drops back, feeling some pressure. Ball stripped away by number 33. That guy's from Murrieta Valley, Mason Khalil.
Boy, a loss of about 15 yards, 13 yards.
Yeah, Khalil just blasted through there untouched. As we're seeing the final seconds of the first quarter tick down. That might have been the final play, as San Bernardino County will take a 10-7 lead into the second quarter here at the 31st Annual Inland Empire All-Star Football Classic. So, Zink, your thoughts on the first quarter? We've seen, what, 3 turnovers, an onside kick, some big-time plays. Skylar Thomas, a.k.a. Scruffy from Citrus Hill, taking a kick back to the house. A little bit of everything, and it's only the first quarter.
You know, in our covering these games, this is typical. I mean, this is what happens, right? Last year, it was all one-sided, but there was a lot of great big plays, and it's a lot of fun to watch. It's kind of like a pickup game, as you would, you know. You got guys just really trying to get ahead, but San Bernardino definitely has the edge right now. They're giving Riverside everything they can handle.
Well, it's been a great
Jeff
first
Huerta
quarter
there on the field. If you're looking, he's talking to his defense, saying, "Come on, guys, come on, guys."
Well, normally All-Star games have more offense than defense. Could be high scoring.
Yeah, but if you really look at it, the Riverside County defense has done quite a good job of holding things down.
All right, we're about to start second quarter, but let's throw it down quickly to intern Angel. He's got Freddie Holly from Norta Vista.
Thank you, Pep. I'm here with Freddie Holly, Norta Vista running back and Riverside County All-Star. Last week, Freddie, you committed to the University of Hawaii. What was it about your trip to Hawaii that made you fall in love with Warriors Nation?
It was mostly the fan base they have and just the family-like atmosphere and just the Rolovich coming in from Nevada, and he likes to run the ball, so, I mean, it was a perfect fit for me.
All right, what has this whole experience of being a Riverside County All-Star, representing Riverside, been like for you?
It's a blessing because we got a lot of ballers in the Riverside County area everywhere, so I'm really happy about it.
All right, thank you very much. Best of luck tonight.
Yep.
Back to you, Pep.
Thank you, Angel. The Holly trains are coming. The Rainbow Warriors got a great one in Freddie Holly, as it was Zach Markworth from Citrus Hill making that big-time play.
Well, Barola tried to get away and actually ended up losing another 10 yards, and it looks like they have a third down in forever. You got 25, about 26 yards, third down, 26 yards. 31 yards, excuse me.
And Joey Barola, the quarterback for Redlands, still in there for San Bernardino County. Marcus Johnson from Indian Springs, the other QB that will see action tonight. Barola feeling the pressure. He's dragged down by Riverside County's number 72, Kevin Padilla from San Jacinto. I talked to head coach Eric Galliano from San Jacinto before the game. He's on the sidelines here. He's like, man, Padilla's a good one. He's excited to have him in this game as San Bernardino County has forced the punt.
And as I predicted, I told you that Huerta's defense has kind of taken things over, and they've basically marched them backwards on this drive, and they've held them out. I mean, 10 points is with 3 possessions inside the 20 in the red zone to get only 10 points out of it. You know, I'd play the defense is taking charge of that San Bernardino offense.
Well, look who's back to take the punt. J.J. Taylor. Got to look out for him. He could take it back at any point, but will they actually punt? I don't know. They're lined up to punt.
Whoa, and a high snap.
Jaron Embriani has it, and he's going to let it ride. J.J. Taylor's going to watch this thing bounce around. And it will be down by San Bernardino County as Riverside County will take over at about the 24-yard line. 10-7, San Bernardino County on top. We had a touchdown by Spencer Coleman from Carter High School in the first quarter. And then it was Embriani tacking on a field goal. The one touchdown for the Riverside County All-Stars came from Skylar Thomas, the kick return for the TD. And that brings us to the score of 10-7 with 10:29 to play here in the second quarter.
And Jeff Huerta is making a lot of running around on the sideline, giving his guys a lot of love for that defensive. He's slapping hands. He had Mason Khalil and other guys letting him know how appreciative he is.
Hey, that's Tyler Krebs.
Oh,
Let's
and there we go.
Him a shout out. I don't want to miss him.
But Tyler Krebs, tight end
at a King High School.
At a King High School. If you give him the ball, he'll catch it. And he's a big enough kid. He'll get yards after catch because it's hard to drag him down.
That was a nice shot of the bench. That was Skylar Thomas. Had the touchdown for Riverside County. Brett Virgil, hashtag Brett the quarterback, into the game now. Pitches it out to Devin Floyd. We got a flag on the field.
Is that our first flag of the night?
Might have been. Let's hide those whistles, right? Let's just play through.
Tyler Krebs, right after making that catch, turns around and actually sealed the inside so they could throw the ball into the numbers and get some yards. Is that a hold? Or was that an illegal block in the back? I'm not sure. the way back to the 24-yard line. 10-yard penalty. Riverside County. Riverside County gets back out. Now it's 1st and 20, or 2nd and 20.
Looks like we've got plenty of cheerleaders here. Centennial, King High School, Vista Murrieta.
Well, they got 5 of those yards back. And offsides by the defense.
We should mention that there are several winter formal dances tonight. But some of these players chose football over winter formal. Got to appreciate that. And off by Devin Floyd taking the carry for the Riverside County All-Stars right around that 30-yard line. So
and the hair.
5 to go.
I think it was the hair that handed that one off. He's out there now, 2nd quarter. It's your boy.
Brett Virgil. Yeah, hashtag Brett the quarterback's in there, wearing number 89. That's really Brett.
With a really,
I promise.
With a really good fake on that too. Virgil back to pass.
Virgil going for Krebs, a little high, sails out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down for the Riverside County All-Stars. So the defense is maybe settling in a little bit here.
Somebody's going to have to take charge here.
We got a 10-7 game. I got a good feeling about this. It could go down to the wire.
Are you saying that over under 40 points at the end, Pep?
Combined?
I'll take the over.
I'll take the over as well. Look at those little kids. And they're 49er fans, so you know they're good. I'm a Niner fan, I'm sorry. So Riverside County forced the punt here. Fidel Romo from Banning High School. Can't rush the punter.
End over end.
It's going all the way back to number 4 of San Bernardino County.
Great roll.
Ramin Duckett from San Gorgonio. Now, Devon Dixon from Grand Terrace told me before the game, he says, if I get an interception, I want one of those jackets that I'm wearing. It's a very nice IE All-Star Classic jacket. I said, you want a jacket? I'm like, I don't know if I could do that. I can't get it. He's like, no. I want your jacket. No, your jacket that you are wearing. And I'm like, what? And I was like, listen, I can't just give you a jacket for an INT. If you get a pick 6, we'll talk about it.
Wow.
So I don't know. So Devon Dixon from Grand Terrace, if he gets a pick 6, I may have to literally give him the shirt off my back. Josh Johnson, Kaiser High School, bounces out to his left, crosses the 30, stays on his feet, finally wrangled to the ground about the 33-yard line. Nice carry by Josh Johnson from Kaiser, gain of about 6 yards.
Almost got away from Lorenzo Burns, who was arm tackling him there. I just wanted to say, Fidel Romo, that was a 50-yard punt with no return. Good punt. It was
can't beat
end
that.
over end. He got a good roll out of it and got 50 yards on the punt.
There's Josh Johnson.
Lorenzo's going. A lot of them are going for the football. You notice that?
Took about 4 or 5 guys to bring him down. Josh Johnson is a good one. We saw him when they played Cajon High School. Had those highlights on our good friends at Sports Weekly Live. We got a player down on the field here.
Number 32. That would be Kevin Metzenheimer.
Moreno Valley star linebacker.
Outstanding linebacker.
Basketball player too. But yeah, he's a stud.
Maybe just got a little wind knocked out of him. Maybe got hit in the back. I don't know.
So now we're looking at 2nd down. 4 yards to go. Marcus Johnson from Indian Springs High School in at quarterback. He's rolling out to his right. He's got the pressure. Looking for his man downfield. Knocked away by Riverside County. Now, Marcus Johnson has the distinction of being the first player from Indian Springs to ever play in the IE All-Star Classic. Very first one.
Wow.
It's a relatively new school.
Throwing it down. Look at that.
I do my homework. I've stayed up 3 nights in a row. I haven't slept in 72 hours to get ready for this game.
And you look like it.
Oh, thanks. Well, that escalated quickly. I mean, come on.
Still, you got to keep the edge on this kid. You know, if he gets around the edge,
he's a great athlete.
He's going to run. He's going.
He's a great athlete. In fact, we might see him playing a different position before the night's over. Looks like we had a timeout on the field. It will be
Timeout?
San Bernardino County. You got to draw up a play. It's an all-star game. Let's call a timeout. Bring the guys over.
Okay, guys, get back out there.
San Bernardino calling a timeout here in the second quarter. We got 7:51 to go. A great look at Coach Steinberg and Jeff Huerta from the Rancho Verde High School as they talk this thing over. I was talking to some of the guys, and besides all of the wacky numbers that they have, I said I can't even go by the helmets.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the helmets, they all trade the logos.
It's
you
a
don't know
sticker
who's
party.
who. It is.
It's a big sticker party. Your daughters know what that's all about. They
Sticker
love
parties.
stickers. Right, it's kind of funny. Steinberg goes into the defensive huddle just so he's kind of like the ceremonial coach in there. Not really saying much, just kind of patting.
Good job, guys.
Yeah,
Keep
hey,
it up.
Jeff, thanks. Good job.
Keep it up.
Okay, now let's go. What does he say? What's he going to say?
Jeff Steinberg's an offensive guy.
I bet you if Steinberg went in there and said something, this is what Huerta do. And I know you can't see this on the TV because we don't have a camera in here. But
if you're watching online, I'll punch you up real quick. If
he'll
you
look
want,
at him a
you wanna
little
show
crooked.
everybody.
This would be Huerta's reaction.
Really? Go about your business.
Exactly.
Go
What are you doing?
throw the football.
What are you doing? Get out of my huddle.
All right, Marcus Johnson still in at quarterback. There's the King Cheerleaders and the Vista Marietta Broncos. Hand off to Madison. Gets a couple here, lunges forward. Looks like it's going to be about 4th and 2, I would say. Maybe a long 1.5.
And other players getting in the game now. You're starting to see them mix in some guys. Obviously we've got changed quarterback with
Marcus Johnson.
Or Marcus Johnson, excuse me. And you got your boy, Brett, the quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, you got all these guys that are starting to see some action. So
4th down, let's go for it, right?
Why not?
Nick Rogers lined up. Maybe just trying to get someone to jump off sides. We'll find out here. Looks like they're ready to
It's like 4th and 2.
run the play. Yeah, go for it. Johnson hands it off to Madison. Madison stuffed, and they will not get it as Riverside County's defense, as Jeff Huerta's on the field.
Whoa, Jeff.
Screaming and jumping around. He's fired up for his defense as Riverside County turns them away, and they get the ball back at the 35-yard line. Let's take another look here. Marcus Johnson wearing those camo high-top Under Armour cleats. Very nice. Hands it off to Madison, and he is stuffed in the backfield. About 2 yards short.
He barely got to the line of scrimmage. And at this point in the game, I'm going to say, even though the Riverside County team is down by 3 points, I'm going to say Jeff Huerta is the MVP at this point.
Jeff Huerta's the MVP.
He's come on, this defense is killing it.
His defense has done well. But they're down 10-7. Hashtag Brett the quarterback. Brett Virgil from Heritage High School calls his own number. He gets about 4 on the carry.
They need to take it easy. You don't want to hurt Brett's face, all right?
He's got over 20,000 Twitter followers. And it's not because he's a great player, because he is a great player. But he resembles Justin Bieber quite a bit. It's just the truth. I'm just going to put it out there. It's the truth.
Although there's rumor he's a pretty boy, he's still a good football player.
He's a tough guy. He's going to Army, so you know he's good.
And he's going to lose that quaff.
Handoff to number 22 of the Riverside County All-Stars. Jamal Scott from the Rancho Verde High School, seeing his first action of the night here in the 31st annual IE All-Star Classic. We're live at Ramona High School on GTV and the Inland Sports YouTube channel. We appreciate you joining us. I'm Pep Fernandez. That's David Zink. Intern Angel is roaming the sidelines here. We had Freddie Holly just joined us, talking about his verbal commitment to the University of Hawaii. He can make that official on Wednesday with National Signing Day. Looks like San Bernardino County jumped over the line as the flags come out.
That's the second time Brett Virgil's got him off sides.
The hard count.
Look at that. As they march off 5 yards and get ready to play the next play. 5:59 left in the first half. Again, San Bernardino leading 10-7.
And what a great crowd here at Ramona High School. Both sides packed. We've got a great game. It's 10-7. It's been exciting. A lot of great plays.
It's a great crowd, man. This is really great. This goes to show you the power of having a game in Riverside, I guess.
You know, and I think the tradition of this game as well goes a long way. Virgil going downfield.
Uh-oh.
And he hooks up with number 85 for the touchdown.
And we don't have him.
Samante Bonner. Samante Bonner from Centennial High School hauls in the touchdown.
Over a right shoulder catch. A little dumped over the right shoulder. Great throw and great catch.
Now, they say at Heritage they love to run the football, but don't be mistaken. Brett Virgil will go through the air and make you pay.
I feel a momentum change. What do you think?
So the extra point coming up, Fidel Romo from Banning High School. Trying to give Riverside a 4-point lead, and he does. It's 14-10. The Riverside County All-Stars on top with 5:42 to go here in the second quarter, live on GTV.
Lots of fun here.
So Samonte Bonner hauls it in, the pride of Centennial High School, but he takes it from Brett Virgil, not Catalano.
So the San Bernardino squad goes for first down with Alexander Madison. They get stuffed by the Rancho Verde defense of Jeff Huerta and those great all-star players out there. And then they turn around and go down the field and 3 plays score to take the lead by 14-10. I feel a little bit of a momentum change.
You could be right. Until San Bernardino comes right back and scores a touchdown.
Wow.
I don't know. Well, last year in this game, it was the 30th anniversary. They wanted to do something a little bit different outside of the box. So they pitted the Inland Empire against Orange County. So it was San Bernardino and Riverside counties combined against Orange County. That didn't end well for the OC. It was 69-16.
Come on, Pep. It was a bloodbath.
It was. It got ugly, and now we're back to the original format. We're honoring Dr. Jerome Wall. We're back in Riverside, and it's back to Riverside versus San Bernardino County, where it all started. We are back to our roots in this game.
And having a lot of fun doing it.
And there's more.
There we go, right in the end zone. No return on that one.
Big kick by Romo, and San Bernardino County will start from their own 20-yard line. Why is Intern Angel carrying the trophy? Does anybody know why? Is he? He's not taking it anywhere, is he? Angel, that's got to stay here. That goes to the champion.
Wait a minute. Is that how a USC student should act? Oh, he's going down for. It looks like he's doing a sideline, right? Oh, he's going to put it down on the field. They're just calling the game. That's it. Game over. Okay, let's go home.
Angel's like, I'll take this. Thank you very much.
We go first down for San Bernardino.
From the 20, Marcus Johnson back in the game, the Indian Springs Coyote quarterback. Hands it off to Madison. Madison squirts loose, might have got a yard on the play, right around that line of scrimmage. Oh, there's the trophy. Oh, good. Intern Angel did not take it. It's still here at Ramona High School. Look at that trophy. That's big time.
Oh, yeah, look at that. I wasn't even paying attention.
What a fantastic. Look at that shot by GTV. An artsy shot.
First class organization.
Marcus Johnson drops back, feeling the pressure, rolls out to his left, still running. Great athlete here. Finally goes out about the 26-yard line, maybe the 27, pretty close to a first down.
Boy, but once he gets out of the pocket, you're struggling to get him, hemmed up.
He did most of his damage for Indian Springs this season on the ground. He threw it a little bit, but such a great athlete that it's kind of a no-brainer. Just hike him the ball and let him take off and do his thing.
Huerta applauding one of his players, despite the fact they got a big gain on that.
That's Coleman with the carry. He's right around that first down marker. I think they're going to give it to him.
And they're moving the chains. Maybe.
And a first down for San Bernardino County.
And there you have it.
So Spencer Coleman has a touchdown in this game from Carter High School and gives San Bernardino County the first down.
Wesley Smith's back out there at cornerback. I think they're kind of rotating the cornerbacks a little more frequently than some of the other positions.
Marcus Johnson, he's got the time, goes downfield over the head of Brandon Morris from Redlands High School. Number 3 for Riverside County was patrolling the secondary. Thought he was going to maybe get a chance to pick that ball off. Dierico from Norco High School. Got a man down on the field here. That's number 6. That was Redlands High School. He was the target for Marcus Johnson. Listen, I hate to see Brandon Morris injured. We never want to see anyone injured in an all-star game. But look at that. The Redlands guy surrounded by 2 Redlands East Valley players and an ACA player as well.
Oh, geez. Well, if you're going to be injured at a game, this is the game to be injured at. There's athletic trainers galore. Jim Clover's an athletic trainer. I'm sure they'll take great care of him.
The Riverside Medical Clinic, Sport Clinic, and Jim Clover, second to none. Absolutely nobody better than he and his crew. And they're going to come look at Brandon Morris as he's going to make his way to the sideline here.
You know, one point to bring out here, you know, there are 7 small schools athletes playing in this game. And that's pretty impressive. You know, I mean, you got Linfield, Notre Dame, Aquinas, and Arrowhead Christian all have players that are playing in this game. With the level of athletes that we have in the Inland Empire, it's great to see that those schools or those divisions are represented, because there's a lot of great players. You know, Wesley Smith, and we've got
well, Matt Thompson here on the near side for Arrowhead
Absolutely.
Christian, the all-time leading receiver in San Bernardino County history. He's wearing number 81 here. He's in the slot on the near side for San Bernardino County. Johnson feeling the pressure, puts it up. That was number 11 trying to get up for San Bernardino County, Tyrone Gassaway from Cajon High School.
that was with Skylar Thomas with the break. If he broke that up, 84.
Yeah, Skylar Thomas, a.k.a. Scruffy, had that kick return for a touchdown. Let's go look at Tyrone Gassaway here.
Not been able to move the ball last couple series. They kind of got that one play to get out of the shadow of the end zone, but they haven't really got anything going here.
Well, like any high school football game with a lot of talent, there's a feeling out period. It seems like the defenses have finally kind of settled in here. And now we've got a 14-10 game, Riverside County on top. Marcus Johnson drops back, rolls out to his left. He's got pressure all around him. And he finally is brought down at the 25-yard line.
For a 5-yard loss.
That's number 53 of the Riverside County All-Stars, Gilbert Hernandez from Heritage High School. Cue up the band here on GTV. A nice look here. Shout out to the band as well. So that brings up 4th down as San Bernardino County will punt, pinned up in their own side of the field. That's Embriani out there. Back to receive for Centennial is J.J. Taylor, I should say, for Riverside County.
Gosh, I got to tell you, this is a well-attended game. Take a look at the grandstands.
J.J. Taylor makes the catch, but he takes a pop. That's number 12 from Redlands High School, Devontae Stewart. So J.J. Taylor hung in there, and Stewart gave him a little love tap. Yeah, he made him earn it.
Boy, but no fair catch.
J.J. Taylor said no way. So there he is. J.J. Taylor hauls it in right around the 31 and knocked back by Stewart. So they're going to put that ball at the 30-yard line, and that's where Riverside County will take over. 14-10, Riverside County leading in the 31st Annual Inland Empire All-Star Football Classic. 3:36 to go in the second quarter. You're watching live on GTV and the Inland Sports YouTube channel. We appreciate you watching as Brett Virgil returns as quarterback for the Riv.
Uh-oh.
Big-time play here by number 4 for Riverside County, but it pops out.
San Bernardino recovered. I can't see who that was.
That was Sean Bowden with the ball, but it pops loose.
And I did not see who came out with the football, but it was recovered around the 39-yard line by San Bernardino County.
So San Bernardino County will take over here. Another turnover in this game.
That's 3, isn't it?
4, according to my math. Here it is. Virgil to Sean Bowden from Roosevelt High School. Puts a little screen pass. Finally gets to the second level. Still going. Finally knocked away. And recovered
by
number 3 of the San Bernardino County All-Stars, Marcus Strong from Carter High School.
And I believe it was thought it was 67th. They don't even have one on their roster.
So there's a good look at the San Bernardino County All-Stars and their head coach Nick Rogers there in the huddle, talking to his guys as they want to capitalize on the turnover here.
Back and forth we go.
We've got a great game It's 14-10. This thing is far from being over. Unlike last year when Orange County came into the IE and went to Corona High School, and high school football was never the same after that game. Centennial won the Pac-5. We won the IE All-Star game. It was just a mess for, for Orange County.
Wow. Again, look at that. That's 3 times the Orange County crowd from last year.
Yeah, we have a huge crowd. You would think a CIF championship game was taking place here at Ramona High School. I mean, the crowd is that big, which is fantastic to see the support for high school football in this area. It's just amazing, and it makes doing this game all the worthwhile. So Barola's still in there. He's got Josh Johnson as his tailback. Barola going deep, trying to find Chris Vaughn. Incomplete. There's Chris Vaughn right there.
Lorenzo Burns on the coverage. I'm not sure that he didn't have a hand on that jersey, but I guess they won't call that.
Unless it's severely blatant, they're going to let him play. That was Chris Vaughn, one of the star receivers for Redlands East Valley, helped lead them to a state championship last year. He and C.J. Harris, two of the best receivers you'll find in the entire Inland Empire, and they're on the same team. Combined with Armando Herrera, the quarterback for Rev, the Wildcats were dangerous. Barola eludes the pressure, still rolling, puts it up, trying to find Josh Johnson, got it away, but incomplete on 3rd down. So here comes 4th down for San Bernardino County.
That was pass intended for Josh Johnson, correct?
Josh Johnson was the intended target.
There was a lot of traffic in that area. Anybody could have caught that.
So this will bring up 3rd down. Looks like the, the marker on the far side of the field was a down off. It's all good. 3rd down coming up for San Bernardino County. 3rd and a long 10 here. They need to reach about midfield to pick up that 1st down.
Brought Barola in to try and add some life to this offense, and it's starting to work.
Barola goes to his left. He's got Matt Thompson going down the sideline. He goes to Thompson. Thompson goes up off his fingertips, incomplete. 4th down now for the San Bernardino County All-Stars.
And again, a little contact downfield, but we'll let that slide. It looked like Thompson kind of pushed the guy off to get open, but, you know.
There's Matt Thompson, the all-time leading receiver in San Bernardino County history from ACA.
You know, Barola had a good start. We talked about a 6 of 7 for 100 yards, but since he's 0 for 5, so kind of cooling off a little bit. He's trying things, though.
So Imbriani back to punt. J.J. Taylor back to receive.
Let's see if this time he doesn't get lit up.
I was just about to say that. Let's see if he'll go for the fair catch. I doubt it. He wants to take this one back. Kick is up. Should have bounced around. Taylor scoop it up. I think he thought about it.
He did. He absolutely did. He started to run to it.
Gotta love J.J. Taylor. Wasn't he the Press Enterprise Co-Player of the Year?
He was, absolutely. And wasn't he Mr. Football?
I think he was also Mr. Football in California.
That's right.
Only the best here in the 31st Annual Inland Empire All-Star Classic. So many great players on both sides of the ball, and you can see it in the score right now. Riverside County holding a 14-10 lead with 2:47 to play here in the 2nd quarter.
So if you got your leader in the club or in the clubhouse right now with a game MVP, who are you looking at?
Oh wow!
I know it's a little early.
It's
but
a little early.
There have been some some things go down.
I'd say Skylar Thomas. Kick return for a touchdown. We see him make some plays on defense as well in the secondary.
Possibly.
You put me into a corner, Zink. What do you want me to say? Skylar Thomas, Scruffy. I got Scruffy.
Oh, okay.
Who do you got?
You know, again, Jeff Huerta.
That's right. You got Huerta. That's right. Brett Virgil still in at quarterback for the Riverside County All-Stars.
And another 5-yard penalty. That's the 3rd time he's drawn him off sides.
Yeah, the defense jumped off sides as Virgil's up there, maybe singing some Justin Bieber lyrics. I don't know, but for whatever reason, he's got the San Bernardino County defense to jump over the line once again.
Maybe it's his high-pitched voice.
I pitched, really?
Just kidding. I've never been on the field. I don't know what his voice sounds like on the
He
field.
talks like this on the Inland Sports Show. Handoff here. That's Freddie Holly, the newest Hawaii Rainbow Warrior.
You know, it was interesting to hear Angel talk to him. He's like, "Well, why did you decide to go to Hawaii?"
Like most people do, right?
What's not to like about Hawaii? I mean, really? Except for the fact June Jones is no longer there running his offense. I mean, come on. It's an island paradise. Please.
Third down coming up for Riverside County. Virgil feeling the pressure, rolls to his left. He's going to tuck it in. He's got the first down, and Virgil finally pushed out of bounds about the 42.
And even more interesting about that is the fact that Freddie Holly went from the Arizona desert to a island paradise.
Well, I got this shirt from the Holly family. Very good people, because the Holly trains are coming. It's rolling all the way to Hawaii. They said the new ones are coming in with the Hawaii colors. So I talked to.
Where's mine? Oh, wait.
It's coming.
How do I? Really, honestly,
it's on its way.
You've
got to come all the way from Hawaii, Oahu. No, he comes from a great family. His parents were saying that it's like a 4-year vacation, and you get your education. It's a 4-year vacation with an education and to play football. Virgil going deep, picked off. Oh no! It's off of Stewart's hands.
And caught by
number 62 for the Riverside County All-Stars. What a wild play there. Do we have a 62?
Okay, the roster that I worked on for 2 weeks has not 62. That's all I can tell you.
Listen, 62 normally never makes the reception in a game, the number 62. That's like an offensive lineman. But Stewart had it off his hands and into the hands of number 62.
Of which we have no name. Oh, we do. Lloyd Hightower.
Oh, from Chaparral, yeah. Let me make that note here.
Yeah, Chaparral. Lloyd with a great, that was a catch, a fumble, and a catch, right?
Yeah, how would you score that? Dennis Pope is over there doing the stats. I mean,
how'd you score that, Dennis? And a fumble recovery. So there was just a catch, juggle, two hands, two
Virgil
guys.
in the shotgun, hands it off to Freddie Holly. Bottled up in the backfield, and San Bernardino County will bring him down. Look like number 61 was first for the ball. Chanel McLean from Redlands East Valley. There's the Holly train, wearing number 81. These numbers are really just throwing me off. And he's got the Cho on the side of his helmet. You know what Cho is, David Zink?
I do not, Pep.
The Cho Boys. You know who the Cho Boys are?
I do not.
Rancho Verde. Rancho, the Cho Boys.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's what it is, C-H-O, Cho Boys.
Interesting. We got the cool, why are we not getting that camera? Well, I want to see what it looks like from that camera. There it is.
Right on cue. GTV is the absolute best.
They are great.
But look, that's a good look at the helmets. Look, I mean, who is that guy? He's got a Citrus Hill. He's got some stripes. This guy's a Citrus Hill. He's got a Vista Murrieta. That's the beauty. They go to practice and they bring in their team logos and they just start swapping them all around. So if you start swapping logos and you're wearing number 62 and you're a receiver like Hightower.
Did you say swapping stickers?
Yeah. Logos.
They're the logos.
They make you work for it. You're looking down, you're like, number 62 just caught that pass? And he's got like 10 different logos on his helmet? Who was that guy?
Steinberg, so dapper.
When he came to do the Inland Sports Show, he had a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt on. Virgil had his man, looked like it was knocked away at the last moment by number 8, Marquise Green from Carter High School.
JJ.
So JJ played running back, playing receiver. I think we're going to see him as a cornerback as well at some point in this game, if he hasn't already.
Are we going? Uh-oh, we got a little.
We're doing it. Romo's
right
out
here
for the field goal attempt.
It's a 41-yard field goal.
Yeah, 20. What is it? 24-yard line?
Oh, no, they're at the 31.
No, about the 24-yard line.
He's marking the ball at about the 30.
Oh, the 30-yard line. I see what you're saying. Romo can't rush the kicker. It's up. And it's good. So
there you have it.
Riverside County now up by 7, a full touchdown on San Bernardino County.
33.9 left in the half. I love how they give you tenths of seconds. This isn't basketball. But you never know.
It's very important.
You never know.
So coming up at halftime, I hope you'll keep it here. We're going to have a famous local author who writes about this area, writes about high school football, and he's got a brand new book out. Is J.D. Clemente in the house? He was here.
He was. We might have to track him down.
He's a huge high school football fan. We know he's at the game, but he's kind of milling around. When you're a big-time celebrity like him, there's lots of people that want to talk to you.
And I saw him earlier. I don't know if I see him now.
Well, if you want, if you have his number, why don't you text him? I'm not cool enough to have his number.
Oh, I see. You're trying to make me feel bad. Ooh, here, let me text him right now and see if I can get him to.
There's the Cho. See, CHO. That's the Cho boys. Rancho. He's got Chaparral, Centennial, San Jacinto, King High School, the Cho boys. That's a helmet. Kickoff by Romo. San Bernardino County will just watch this one sail into the end zone as the San Bernardino County All-Stars will take over on their own 20 with 33 seconds to play here before we head into halftime. Intern Angel will be on the sideline getting us an interview. If I'm going to guess, I'd say Jeff Steinberg, but we'll see what he digs up here at halftime as Riverside County has a 7-point lead. Oh, it's going to be Nick Rogers. We're going to go Nick Rogers on the far side.
Oh, you get to see the hair and the beard.
I'm excited about it.
Fantastic. You know, I see Jim Wynn, longtime athletic trainer here in the inlet area. He's at Corona High School. He does a lot of work with the Corona High School and schools in the district. I see him down there on the sideline. He was just talking with Jim Clover. Great guy.
Barola hands it off. He had a little fake play. That's number 11 for the San Bernardino County All-Stars. Tyrone Gassaway from Cajon. So
you know, it's almost
they got 26 seconds left.
This is kind of the place to be. It's almost a who's who of who's here.
There's college coaches all over the sidelines. All the high school coaches are here.
I still want to know who that 6'7" guy with the SE hat.
You know he's a coach.
Something like that.
You don't roll in with all gear.
Yeah, just for the
by
heck
yourself.
Of it. Just for the heck of it.
Yeah.
There he is. At khakis, black wind shirt, and a white hat right there, right by the trainer table.
Yeah, you're right. There's Barola. Looks downfield.
Boy, he's
still on the
very
loose.
Elusive.
He is. Finally runs out of bounds with 18 seconds to play in the second quarter.
Gets the first down. Moving
a little bit of time to maybe go downfield deep a couple times. Maybe get in field goal range. You got a guy like Jaron Imbriani who's got a leg on him.
Man.
Jeff Huerta over there flapping his arms like he's got wings.
He's trying to fly. He's just trying to fly. You would think that this was for,
Inland Division title on
just
the line.
watch him. He's the most.
Barola goes downfield. He's got C.J. Harris, and that's a first down. And Harris wisely steps out of bounds. We got 14 seconds. And there's Huerta. Man, look at him. He means business. Look at him.
He's not messing
All
around.
business. Very serious.
He's fired up. Got the chops.
Very serious. After the game, he's going to go see Star Wars for the 20th time.
He's going to break down the Star Wars script for all its weaknesses. I mean, that's the kind of guy he is with movies.
All the loopholes. Dude, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly. Why did they say that?
I don't want to give any spoilers away for people who haven't seen it like you, David Zink. Barola steps up in the pocket, goes downfield. No flag comes out as C.J. Harris got a little tangled up with a couple defensive backs. No flags, though.
Hey, you mean there's a new Star Wars movie out?
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know that.
There's C.J. Harris wearing the Ukaipa wings on his helmet.
Looks
I love
good.
the different looks.
Looks good.
Yeah, there's a new Star Wars.
Wow. I got to go check that out.
Yeah.
Is
I heard it might.
Darth Vader in it?
Yeah. Maybe we can get Disney now.
As the
Let's bring Disney on.
As the control. control room tells us that Disney's not a sponsor.
We'll bring them on as a title sponsor.
Maybe yeah, exactly.
Barola's got nobody here with 4 seconds to go. And a 4th down, I think, coming up.
That was intended for Elijah Lilly, playing a little offense.
He did everything at Cajon. He's doing everything in this All-Star game as well.
You know, I'm really starting to get hungry based on the fact that I've been smelling this popcorn, this caramel corn for like the last hour. Really torturing us up here.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Steinberg looking scholarly with the glasses on.
Scholarly, that's a good way to put it. He and I going back to those Burroughs days. Barola's got 4 seconds to work with.
Lilly with the pass. Oh.
And that's how the first half is going to end, with the Riverside County All-Stars leading San Bernardino County by a score of 17-10. And it's been eventful from the opening kickoff. The opening kickoff, an onside kick by San Bernardino County. They recovered, and then we had turnovers going both ways. We had a kickoff return going back for a touchdown. We've seen a little bit of everything here in the first half. It's been a wild one.
We're going to be going to
we got intern Angel. He's going to talk to Nick Rogers in just a moment. We've got a halftime show taking place as well here at midfield at Ramona High School.
Now, before we get to, I guess we're going to go to him right now.
So Rodney Kyle's one of the organizers here. He gets first dibs on everything. If he's got to talk to the coach, he's got to talk to the coach. But now intern
Rodney's got
Angel,
his own entourage down there.
He does. He's got some people. Intern Angel is standing by with the San Bernardino head coach, Nick Rogers. Intern Angel, take it away.
Thanks, Pep. I'm here with Cajon head coach and San Bernardino County All-Star head coach Nick Rogers. Coach, it is an All-Star game. What's going to have to go different for the squad to come back in the second half?
We just need to string some plays together on offense. Right now, we have some success, and then we had a few little letdowns. So we just need to convert those, and also the 4th down. We got to make. When it's 4th and 1, we got to get that yard.
All right, your team comes out with the onside kick. You run a little trickery down by the goal line. You've obviously gone deep into the playbook tonight. What was your mentality coming in as far as play calling goes?
Go big or go home. I mean, I can't. I don't think I can get fired on this one. So, everything will be up, we'll be out there, whether it be a trick play, another onside. You never know. Whatever. We'll see how it goes. Just having fun.
All right, so that is a new experience for you. Your first time as a head coach of an all-star squad. What has this whole experience been like, from the practice this week to the banquet to just getting some of the players that you've competed against all year? What's it been like?
It's been fun to work with a lot of these kids and get to know them. We always see them on the other side, and but now they're on my side and getting to work with them. They get some great kids, and they've been working their tails off, and hopefully we can come out on top in this one.
All right, thank you very much, head coach.
Appreciate it.
All right, back to you, Pep.
Man, how good is Nick Rogers? Funny guy, charismatic, and you're right, the beard's really trimmed up. He's got the fro hawk working tonight.
I mean, they talk about excellent hair. I mean, he's having a perfect hair night. I'm gonna say on a scale of 1 to 10, that's like a 9.3.
Not that he was a mess coaching at Cajon, but really tonight he.
I critiqued on the show a few weeks ago, so I'm never saying anything bad about his hair again. Everything's spectacular.
17-10, Riverside County on top, leading San Bernardino County, and a great job by intern Angel as well. Very.
Come on, you don't get that. If you go talk with Belichick at halftime, you're not going to get that, are you?
No.
But you will with Coach Rogers.
Intern Angel bringing out the best with head coach Nick Rogers. Let's thank our sponsors here who made this happen on GTV, as well as the Inland Sports YouTube channel. Of course, Adrenaline Athletic Training. AdrenalineAthletic.com is the website for more details. Can't thank Adrenaline enough. So instrumental. Anchos. I think one of the teams ate at Anchos, right? Anchos. And we can't thank them enough here on GTV. Inland. So I've heard of them. They got a pretty good show.
50 Saturdays from 11 to noon.
I've heard that. I listened today.
Did you?
From UCR.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I think I saw you there.
Romano's. Oh my gosh. I cannot look at that pizza and pasta right now. I am starving. I love Romano's. That's where my wife and I always go on our anniversary. It's like, where do you want to go? Romano's. That's the place.
And they're opening up a new one downtown where the old D-Dogs used to be here in Riverside.
You're right. Knights of Columbus. They got the parking lot across the way, right?
They're the official car parkers of the Inland Empire All-Star Classic.
We love the Knights of Columbus. Moss Brothers Auto Group at Moss. You know Moss, right?
You're the boss.
They got some of the
Concrete.
I need concrete. What if you need a patio or something? They're the place to call.
Oh
Right?
man, they're
Medical clinics. Jim Clover. Really,
it's an institution here in the Inland Empire.
So important. Jim Clover, can I say that the face of the clinic? I mean,
He's the face of high school sports in the area.
He really is. There's not a single person he doesn't know, and everybody absolutely loves Jim Clover. I see him mingling on the sidelines. He's honestly one of the most good-hearted people you will ever meet, in it for the right reasons, and loves this Inland Empire All-Star Football Classic, and just wants to see it get bigger and better, and obviously honor the life of Dr. Jerome Wall that we've been doing throughout the night here at the football game. So just a very classy guy, and just honored to be here and be a part of this.
And despite the fact that he's an Ohio State fan, everybody's got to have a weakness, and that's his.
He's got one. There's some of the people on the sidelines, on the track, some of the cheerleaders as well.
Okay, Pep, it's halftime.
Yeah.
So, what do you got? I mean, who is it? Who's your leader in the clubhouse right now as MVP of this All-Star game?
I'm sticking with my boy Scruffy, man. Skylar Thomas from Citrus Hill, playing a little defense, took the kick back for a touchdown. I like Skylar Thomas in this one so far.
And I'm going to step outside the box and yet again say that Jeff Huerta.
Can you do that?
Why not? I mean, if it wasn't for his spectacular defense, I mean, come on. I know the kids are playing the defense, but someone's got to coordinate it, and Jeff Huerta, in my book, is the MVP.
Listen, we've got the book Citrus City Dreams. It's going to be huge. I've got my own copy. In fact, J.D. Clemente even autographed it for me. I'm going to hold this very near to my heart. But he's supposed to be up here for a halftime interview.
And I don't
talk about his book.
I've texted him twice asking him to come up here, and I
see, that's what you get when you try to line up interviews with a big-time celebrity like J.D. Clemente. He's talking to everybody and anybody down there.
Maybe he had to go take a phone call to see about the book option deal for a movie.
It's happening. It's really happening. It could be. So anyways, he was supposed to join us up here at halftime. If he rolls in, we'll talk to him if he wants to.
And it's a great story about Riverside. It's about sports.
It's a story about the local community. It's about high school football. There's drama. Citrus City Dreams. It's part one. So if you get to the end of the book and you're like, where's the rest? Oh, there's another one coming. You just wait. It's going to happen.
This is like, what's the one, Mockingbird? The
Mockingjay Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. It's like Hunger
Mockingjay
Games.
Part 1, Mockingjay Part 2. So
Part 9.
J.D. Clemente's smart. He doesn't want to give it all away in just one book. This is Part 1. It's like a football game. You got the first half and the second half, you know?
I went to a book signing, and he had quite a few people there. I think he sold thousands of these books at this point. And a great guy. He's also a local teacher. And actually professor, excuse me, and a good guy all around. Known him for a long time. Outstanding guy.
Former football player as well, right?
I love the name too. And by the way, here we got there's standing on the field. Jim Clover is talking to Craig Wall, son of Jerome Wall, and Diane Wall, his mother, and Kim Mall. Actually, she was Kim Wall, but she married a gentleman by the name of Mall, so she went from Wall to Mall.
Okay.
And these are that's Dr. Wall's family as they get ready to actually do a honor Dr.
dedication
Jerome
of
Wall,
some sort,
who passed away in November. Actually, shockingly. You're absolutely right. There's Rusty Bailey's there, right here on the side.
Yeah, wearing the blue ball cap. Rodney Kyle's there, and the other all-star gray top. Now, did Jim Clover actually take off his Inland Empire All-Star Classic jersey, that top, and put on an Ohio State one tonight?
Why wouldn't
Romo's knocking through the field goals? I think he actually put on a Buckeye sweater.
Never ends. This kid loves to kick.
Who is this guy?
He just loves to kick.
So
Fidel.
we've got Jim Clover down on the field, Rodney Kiles, of course, the Wall family. The Honorable Mayor Rusty Bailey's here as well.
It's a honor. I'll tell you, he's done. Dr. Wall, Jerry, as they call him, but Dr. Jerome Wall, started the sport clinic. He and Jim started the Riverside. It was called the Riverside County Classic originally, where they played North against South in Riverside County. Did that until I believe about 1998, and then turned it into the San Bernardino versus Riverside County All-Star Classic. They had to get, this is the 31st year of the game, and it's something that they've done so much to help high school sports and also sports medicine within high school sports in the last 30 to 31 years. Jim Clover still goes on doing it. Dr. Wall was involved for many years, and he retired about a year ago, and obviously unfortunately passed away in November of 2015. But a great man. He's given so many people so much. I can tell you as a personal story myself, my older brother Sean went to Riverside City College and was a kicker, and then went off to college. There he is with his family. He went off to college, and when he got done, he was he was an athletic trainer. Just got out of University of Laverne, and he came back and worked the sport clinic for 5 years, learned an awful lot. Dr. Wall was instrumental in getting him back there. Jim Clover was instrumental in training him. My brother ended up moving to South Carolina and opening up his own, I guess you would call it, sport clinic on Hilton Head Island, and has been very successful doing that. And a lot of the credit goes to the mentorship of Dr. Jerome Wall. So my family is indebted to him for everything he's done for us, but beyond that, for all the other families, there are many people that, if you get the program, there are all kinds of dedications inside there talking about Dr. Wall. But more importantly, Jim Clover feels just an absolute resolve to make sure that he's not forgotten, and that people remember the man that Dr. Wall was. It looks like they're getting ready to.
Yeah, the San Bernardino County All-Star team and the Riverside County All-Stars are making their way back out to the field, but introduce the Wall family here. Look at Jim Clover sounds like he's introducing a monster truck rally. This guy's fired.
There's Rusty Bailey.
Oh, we love Jim Clover. He's the best.
There's Rusty.
Rusty Bailey, a big sports fan as well.
Okay.
First team is
Congratulations. Congratulations, buddy.
We have one last presentation. Coach Strauss is coming out here. All-time coach from San Bernardino area. And it's great honor to introduce Coach Strauss.
Dr. Wall is not only a doctor, a surgeon, a philanthropist. He was one of the most giving people you would ever meet. He came to the IE as an orthopedic surgeon, and in 1980, I had the privilege of meeting him. And set up a program for kids. He set up a program of helping treating instrumental athletes at every level, at infantry, or state, eventually, he used all across the United States today. He was a teacher, aspiring doctors, through his fellowship program. He was a teacher and mentor for aspiring and career and athletic trainers through his consortiums and his on-hands teaching. He was a teacher who raised hundreds of thousands of dollars, $180,000 this year in scholarship money for this fund. He provided an opportunity for high school seniors for over 30 years now to showcase their talent in the IE one last time before going off to college for San Bernardino and San Bernardino County, Riverside counties, in the football classic. But what a lot of people might not realize about Dr. Jerome Wall was he was one of the most loving, caring, giving individuals you ever meet. He treated everyone the same. It didn't matter what size school you came from, big or small. It didn't matter what sport or level you played on, elite or professional. It didn't matter how much money you had. He would find a way. It didn't matter how old you were. Dr. Wall and the triple over, where there's a will, there's a way. Not only to get the best treatment you could provide, or surgery or rehab you needed, but if they couldn't find a place to work, they would make one themselves, and they would make that player play when they were told they would never play. But most importantly, was the profound effect that Dr. Wall had on all the lives of all of us who treated. And it came into contact with. I don't believe we can put the number of people that he impacted and the ripple effect through the others obviously on worldwide, far beyond the IE. But Dr. Jerome Wall was more than just your teacher. Whoever you were, he became part of your family through the passion that he showed in treating you. The sport clinic may close at 5 or 6 p.m. in the evening, but I can tell you from personal experience with Dr. Wall at the clinic doors were just waiting. Once he got that frantic phone call from any coach or any player, parent, he would meet you at the door and be ready to fix you up. From X-ray to surgery on the spot, it was whatever was needed, while all the time we would be joking about what in the world were you doing there at that time anyway. And he did all this while still running a practice, the Riverside Orthopedic Clinic. We all know as coaches that behind a good coach, so behind a great doctor, there's a great woman and family. To do real justice in celebrating Dr. Jerome Wall, it would take much more than a halftime this evening. I would like to say thank you from a few people that the Wall family has had throughout his career. Athletes, Pee-wee, recreational, professional, athletic trainers, nurses, physical therapists, doctors, surgeons, hospitals, teachers, athletic directors, administrators, youth leagues, recreational leagues, high schools, the CIF, both southern section and state, referees, policemen, firemen, and last but not least, coaches. And not just coaches, he treated their wives and their kids. I can tell you that personally. He treated me specifically, even my son, on leave before he passed, home from Afghanistan, now back in Afghanistan right now. Not just the coaches and all their wives and the kids, but even some friends. The list goes on and on to the ripple effect into the next generation from the beginning of 1980, and his legacy will live and impact others forever. Diane, Craig, Kim, thank you for sharing your husband with us. I'm honored. This could have been anybody. This is better than throwing out the first ball anywhere in the United States. It's my honor and privilege to present you with this gift from the foundation and all those that love you and that you have an impact through your family and your husband over the last 35 years here in the Inland Empire and worldwide. God bless you.
Well, that was Harold Strauss, a longtime coach in the Inland Empire, talking eloquently about the great Dr. Jerome Wall. And the scholarship recipients as well, right, David Zink? I think it was in the Press Enterprise today.
It was not.
It was not.
Was not, but.
Was it top secret?
Mark, it's the two scholarship winners were.
It was Alexander Madison from San Bernardino County.
And Zach Markworth
from Citrus Hill, linebacker.
Citrus Hill.
So, big-time scholarships for those two players, as we're going to have an interview down on the field in just a moment as Intern Angels trying to track down Jaden Gardner from Notre Dame High School, one of the key players that led them to that CIF championship this season, and he's taking his talents to the University of Idaho.
Not this game, though. He's not taking his talents to this game. He couldn't play. I guess he's had some injuries.
No, I said he's taking his talents to the University of Idaho.
I understand.
Oh, okay.
But not this game.
Okay. All right, we're going to go down to Intern Angel on the field. He's got Jaden Gardner, the pride of Notre Dame High School. Intern Angel, take it away.
Thanks, Pep. I'm here with Notre Dame linebacker and the Riverside County All-Star, Jaden Gardner. Jaden, before we talk about the All-Star game tonight, let's go a little bit back towards your season this year. You guys at Notre Dame obviously accomplished some amazing things this year. Undefeated season, CIF title, but what will you remember most from your senior year at Notre Dame?
Just all the memories we made with all of my teammates. You know, CIF was a blessing. We worked real hard, and just the memory and the camaraderie that we built as a team, honestly.
All right, now obviously an injury came up tonight that prevented you from playing here in the All-Star game, but what does it mean to you to have been selected as a Riverside County All-Star?
Oh, it's a big deal for me. You know, there's some great talent out here, and just to be a part of this and just to be among these names, it's an honor, and I'm blessed.
All right, and as mentioned, you are taking your talents to the University of Idaho. What about Idaho Nation did you love, And what are you looking forward to as you take your talents up there?
I loved the family mentality. You know, they're up there rebuilding right now, and it's a real family place, and I'm just excited to be up there, and I'm just trying to give my 100% up there.
All right, we wish you the best up at Idaho and for the remainder of your senior year. Back to you, Pep.
All right, thank you, Intern Angel. And David Zink, of course, a very special reason why he's going to be a Vandal as well.
His father played there, an outstanding defensive back at Idaho back in the 80s, I believe, and he outstanding player himself, but he's actually been he's a legacy, so he's actually been wanting to go there, you know, his father passed away actually, a year ago, and he went to a camp and really fell in love with the program. And I think now that his dad has passed away, he's felt more of an obligation to go there, really wants to be there. He's got roots, family in Idaho, so it'll be great to see him go there, but a great player. We saw him at Notre Dame. He took over games in the Northwest Division. And
not even just on the defensive side. He made some big catches, including a huge touchdown against Linfield Christian in that championship game. So he's a great all-around player, great kid, great family. We couldn't be more thrilled to see him going up to the University of Idaho and following in his dad's footsteps as a Vandal. So right now on the sidelines, Jim Clover and a bunch of media taking pictures with the Wall family and Harold Strauss, who did a great job in that presentation here at halftime, with Riverside County leading San Bernardino County by a score of 17-10. Now, Riverside County got a couple touchdowns. One was a Samante Bonner touchdown catch from Brett Virgil, hashtag Brett the quarterback. And Skylar Thomas, a.k.a. Scruffy, taking a kick back to the house. And it was Fidel Romo with a field goal as well. That brings them to the 17. For San Bernardino County, they got a field goal from Jaron Imbriani, and their touchdown coming on a short little jaunt from Spencer Coleman from Carter High School. 17-10, Riverside County on top. Well, we're getting set to kick off the second half. Let's take a moment here and thank our fine sponsors on GTV and the Inland Sports YouTube channel. Adrenaline Athletic Training, Anchos, Inland Sports, Romanos, Knights of Columbus, I can't say it normal, Moss Brothers Auto Group, Robertson's Ready Mix, Riverside Medical Clinic's Sports Clinic, and Jim Clover, and of course Remax Advantage. And I can see outside of Ramona Stadium, David Zink, I think the Knights of Columbus had a pretty good night over there, judging by all the cars. I mean, this place is absolutely packed. The parking lot at Ramona is completely full, and the Knights of Columbus, they've got cars.
Well, my dad. I hate to be a name dropper, but Jack Zink, my father, is actually one of those knights sitting over there, basically protecting people's cars. You know, they do this all football season, and they take all the money that they raise to do charitable acts within the community. So they have that lot. That it's a vacant lot. It's been there I grew up across the street here from Ramona High School, and that vacant lot has been there for as long as I've lived here. And you know, they basically rent that lot from whoever the landowner is every year. They basically lease the land, and they have parking during football season, and when they have band competitions and things here, they do all the parking for those, and then they also go ahead and have a Christmas tree farm there, raise money.
And the second half kickoff, Romo kicks it deep. It is returned by number 23 of San Bernardino County, Elijah Lilly. There he goes. Lilly gets too close to the 40-yard line. They're going to mark him out about the 42. But Elijah Lilly from Cajon High School gets it cracking to start the second half.
So Rogers goes to the well again. Another Cajon player, Elijah Lilly, gets the ball.
I mean, they had a great year.
Exactly. Goes back to him and says, hey, I need you to go back there, take this football, and get it into Riverside's territory so we can go score a touchdown.
Well, Nick Rogers wanted to get his Cajon guys on the team, and Jeff Steinberg, a neighbor of mine, I saw him one day and he said, I got a lot of Centennial Rancho Verde guys on my team. Is that okay? I looked at him and said, you play to win the game, right? You got great players on your team, Jeff. Centennial, they've got a couple great players on that team. Joey Barola back in at quarterback for the San Bernardino County All-Stars. Out to Chris Vaughn. Hold the sideline. Chris Vaughn goes in for the touchdown.
And there you have it.
Barola to Chris Vaughn. Terrier to Wildcat. 17-16 game, 11:38 to go in the third quarter. The extra point on its way, but it looks like we've got a tie ball game here at the IE All-Star Classic.
My goodness. Talk about, they did this in the first half, opened the game with some flash, and they just did it again in the second half. And now it looks like we're going to have a 17-17 game with 11:38 left in the third quarter.
Imbriani on for the extra points. Whistle on the field. Looks like they were short a man. Now we're all good, although there's no rushing the kicker anyways. They're going to tee this ball up. Barola the holder for Imbriani. Imbriani, a soccer player as well. Puts it up. It's good. 17 all here at the 31st Annual Inland Empire All-Star Classic. El Clásico. 11:38 to play here in the third quarter. Hashtag the biggest game in history. Now, I put this out on social media earlier. It's worth reminding, if you got a selfie or if taken a picture here at the IE All-Star Classic, please put it out there on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Hashtag the biggest game in history.
You know, Angel coined that.
Well, it's on all the posters.
I know.
Are we giving him credit? Is he the originator?
Well, he was just the first one to notice it. Remember, we were in studio, and he says, you know, this is the greatest game in history. We're like, what?
Because if you look at all the posters, the advertising posters for the game, and if you look at the very top, it says the Sport Foundation presents the biggest game in history. And it is. Why would we lie? It's the truth.
So, you know, first half stats, Pep, you know, Riverside had 172 yards offense, San Bernardino 178, but obviously they went into the half 17-10 up. J.J. Taylor, 4 carries for 36 yards. Virgil was 4 of 7 for 97 yards and caused 3 defensive offsides. Skylar Thomas, 92-yard TD. And then for San Bernardino, Madison, 6 carries for 47 yards. Barola was 8 of 16 for 120 yards. Morris had 2 catches for 48 yards, and Coleman was 4 for 3 yards with a touchdown. So there you go. You're up to date with the stats going in the second half. And obviously, San Bernardino basically picked up right where they dropped off.
Yeah, a little squib kick here by San Bernardino County on the kickoff. It was number 8, James Reeder III, for the Rancho Verde. Fall on that ball, and the Riverside County All-Stars will take over at their own 46-yard line, 11:35 to play. I liked how San Bernardino County ran up on the ball like they're going to try another onside kick. Keep you on your toes.
Psych.
Make sure you're watching.
Psych.
Anthony Catalano back in at quarterback for the Riverside County All-Stars.
The handoff.
Hands it off to J.J. Taylor. No, excuse me, that's Jamal Scott. Jamal Scott breaks loose, ran over a guy or two, takes it all the way down to about the 25-yard line. Jamal Scott from the Rancho Verde.
Now that's running with purpose.
He was pretty angry on that run,
He was
wasn't he?
not going to let anybody take him down. He was going to run himself all the way down the field.
Here's the replay. He was angry. Catalano hands it off to Jamal Scott. Ran over one guy.
Who was that? Pep, you got in the way of that. Oh, we got to see that one more time. I want to know who got ran over. He's asking somebody if they got the number of that bus.
Oh, gosh. Look in the rearview mirror. See who's back there. Leave no man behind.
Boom. Oh, number 1. That would be, wow. That would be Devin Dixon at Grand Terrace. Got ran over by.
I'm supposed to give him the shirt off my back.
Well, not if he's making plays like that.
Well, we got Catalano still in there and Jamal Scott as well. Catalano drops back, has time, goes for the end zone. Incomplete, so the Riverside County All-Stars will do it again with 10:44 to play in the third quarter.
Good thought, though. He was open. That's a good throw.
So a lot of the head coaches have the plan going in of which players will play which series or quarters, but you get to the fourth quarter, kind of goes all out the window. You play to win the game. You're going to put your best guys in there or the guys that give you the best chance to win. So tied at 17 right now. We get to the fourth quarter. I think it kind of
Well, plus you got to
Goes
remember
back to
these guys
square
haven't played a game in about a month, so their conditioning is just a little
Unless
off.
you're Centennial. I mean, you played at Christmas. Everybody else. There goes Jamal Scott inside the 10. Throws another guy to the ground. Jamal Scott is in a really bad
Wait a
mood
minute.
tonight.
By the way, that's your guy. That's your guy again.
Who's my boy?
No.
Devon Dixon?
Yeah, Dixon. That was Dixon on the. I think he was on the wrong end of that straight arm there. If you watch right here, he gets around. I think he just. Here, let me plant you in the ground. Here you go. Why don't you go over here and sit down?
Jamal Scott is just an angry man tonight.
Wow.
Scott gets the carry, stuffed about the 11-yard line. Second down coming up for the Riverside County All-Stars. 10:23 and counting here in the third quarter, live on GTV and the Inland Sports YouTube channel. I'm Pep Fernandez, joined by David Zink. We appreciate you tuning in tonight for this Inland Empire football tradition, the 31st playing here at Ramona High School.
Let's see if it's going to be all Jamal Scott.
As I like to say in the highlights, he did the work, time to get paid, right? He did the work.
Absolutely.
Go get that paycheck.
Well, he got about 12 yards to go to get it in the end zone. Scott with the ball again.
Takes a dive towards the 10. That'll bring up third down for Riverside County.
Boy, he looks angry. Like, why didn't I get the ball in the first half? Would you just give me the ball? Pete's sake.
You know what? And these players got to know there's a lot of college coaches here on the sideline watching around the world on the Inland Sports YouTube channel as well.
That's right. College coaches from Amsterdam are checking this game out.
You just never know.
You
It's a hotbed of football over there.
That's right. Football.
Catalano back in the shotgun. Throws it out to his right. Looks like Cam Jackson on the far side. Gets to about the 7-yard line.
Okay, now interesting thing here. Do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
We've got some great kickers in this game. It looks like they're going to run Romo out there.
You
got to give Riverside County the lead.
Look at Jeff playing the percentages. Coach Steinberg playing the percentages.
It's Coach Steinberg.
It's Coach Jeff.
Please. The next time I take my trash out and I see Jeff Steinberg out on the street, I'm going to tell him that.
What, that it's Coach Jeff?
It's Coach Jeff.
Hi, Coach Jeff.
So Romo's out there going for the field goal to try to give Riverside County the lead. It's up and it's all good.
Good.
20-17. Riverside County on top with 8:29 to play in the third quarter. What a great close game so far.
Well, being that you can't rush the kicker, it's real easy to kick.
I'd like to see you.
That's wisdom from Dave Zink.
Can I share a quick story? Is that okay?
I'd love it.
It's about Jim Walker, the head football coach at Redlands.
Oh, then I have to hear
The
it.
first time I met him. Did I tell you the story?
We got to go again here.
Okay, quick
I've heard
story.
it.
So I was the main sports anchor for the ABC station up in Bakersfield. My wife was from Redlands. We came down and visited. We went to this charity event at the Redlands Bowl, and they had a field goal kicking contest, and Jim Walker was running it. I didn't know who this guy was. I didn't know about the Redlands Terriers. I didn't know anything at the time. I won the field goal kicking contest, booted a 45-yarder in Ted Runner Stadium at the U of R.
Not bad.
And Jim Walker's like, "You got any eligibility left?" That was the first time I ever met Jim Walker. And who knew that 8 years later down the road I'd be covering his Redlands Terriers.
And meeting him down at the Burger Town?
Burger Town, man. That's where we hang out. Pastrami's, cheeseburgers, fried zucchini. Ball sails into the end zone, and it will be touchback. San Bernardino County will start on their own 20.
That's a fantastic story. I can't hear that one enough. I want to hear Coach tell that story.
Well, you know what? If you want, I can bring in my trophy. I got a trophy for it.
I don't doubt it, but now I want to hear Coach tell that story.
He probably doesn't even remember me.
Like some guy won a field goal contest.
He probably has no idea. He's like, "That was you?"
Oh, I just got I got a note from our media partners that Romo is now in the running for the MVP.
Oh, good call. Landon Negri from the Press Enterprise. Barola. That's out to number 11 of the San Bernardino County All-Stars.
Tyrone Gassaway with the catch there. I said he needs to be more involved in the game. He's a great athlete. They need to get him more involved.
Gassaway's very dangerous.
What I'm surprised is that, and I have to double check them before I go and say it, but I'm surprised we don't have more guys on this roster from Summit.
That's a good point.
I mean, they got.
Well, the key is
they're loaded
the coaches
with
reach out to the schools that get back to them, get players on the team.
They're loaded.
So I don't know.
They're loaded with receivers.
Barola fakes the handoff out to Chris Vaughn. Chris Vaughn, it looked like he was thinking about a pass. Did you see that?
Did he moonwalk?
I think he did.
I
Yeah,
think he
did.
was moonwalking there.
Is that how they drew it up?
They're like, I'm going to throw the ball to you. You're
going to moonwalk to the sideline. Halfback pass.
Oh, yeah, we've seen it all. Now we've seen it all, Pep. Did he say hee hee when he did that?
He did say this game was a thriller.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry, we got to stop. Let's get out of hand. 7:40 to go here in the third
We're
quarter.
getting punchy with all the caramel corn that I can smell, man.
It smells so good.
Punchy.
I need some anchos or Romanos right now. Barola fakes, finally gets it out wide to number 21. That's Josh Johnson from Kaiser. We said a lot of Josh Johnson in the first half. Close to a first down, not quite. And here comes San Bernardino County.
To punt.
Back to receive.
And again, another reason why I say Jeff Huerta, MVP.
Huerta time.
MVP. Lockdown defense here.
That's Desmond Williams back to receive. Another Centennial guy back there. He's going to line up around the 42. Imbriani is going to give it a boot here. 6:50 to go and counting in the third quarter. Riverside up by 3, 20-17. They're going to watch this ball bounce around midfield. Takes a nice San Bernardino County bounce. Finally ends up about the 39-yard line. And that's where Riverside County will go to work. 6:32 to play now in the third quarter.
Don't go to sleep. We got a lot of football left.
What a fantastic game. Huge crowd. Great game.
It's just, I love it. This is what this game's meant to be, right here.
Dr. Wall would be proud. In the presentation at halftime could not have been better. What a great night for high school football.
Yeah, it really doesn't get any better than that.
So Catalano,
they're still down on the. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just saying they're still down on the sideline, talking, and it's good that Diane and the family are here. But it's fantastic that we were able to honor them for everything that that her husband and their father, Dr. Jerome Wall, did. He was a fantastic guy.
Founding father of this game, and obviously they probably know everybody or have some sort of connection to everybody at this game. So everyone
some
wants
way
to
or
talk
another,
to them,
yeah.
take pictures.
It's like 3 degrees of the walls,
Sure.
That
That was Freddie Hawley on that last carry. The Hawley trains are coming. It's going to roll all the way to Hawaii. Don't ask me how. It's got to cross the Pacific.
I was going to say.
But it's going to make it.
How do you get a train to Hawaii?
Hawley met by about 3 different tacklers on that one.
That's why Angel is a rookie. He didn't ask that question. That's a
How's
hard-hitting.
the Hawley train going to roll to Hawaii?
Hard-hitting question. How are you going to get the Hawley train to Hawaii?
It's a very good question. That was my boy Johnny Lamelli from Cajon High School making the stop. He led a host of tacklers to bring down Hawley. Brings up the 3rd and 6.
Dennis Pope just looked at me like I'm crazy, which I am, but he looked at me like, what are you doing? You're nuts.
Freddie Hawley and Catalano in the backfield. Catalano drops back to pass, steps up in the pocket, and Catalano takes off. The first down and more. Catalano to the 40, to the 36 or so before he steps out of bounds. First down, Riverside County.
Did that forward step look like a do-si-do to you when he took off? He was kind of like.
Is everything about dancing?
You put your left foot in. He went backwards. It was like, hey.
The hokey pokey.
Watch him right here. Look.
Oh, we got a flag on the field though as well.
You didn't see that? You're not even looking. You're not paying attention. You don't even hear me.
I feel like we're growing apart. Okay, so we got a flag, so we're coming back anyways.
Oh. Well, do-si-do, here we go. Catalano's great, though. Just great.
Matt Logan says he makes such great decisions. That read option offense, you have to make split quick decisions. But whether to hand the ball off or take it yourself or make a decision in the passing game.
Catalano's really snarky. When I did that day in the life of Matt Logan and followed him around for a day, I watched him in film, and Catalano is very snarky, funny, all over. He's on top of film. And there's JJ, as great an athlete and everything as JJ is. He obviously watches a lot more film than, and I'll let you get that in there real quick, a little loss of down.
Yeah, they bring down Catalano on the sack. That brings up 4th down for the Riverside County All-Stars. Leading the way on that play was number 33, Jeremiah Lorick from Oak Hills. Several tacklers in on that play. 4th and 18 now, so Riverside County will punt.
So JJ's sitting in the very front, so Logan can't actually see his eyes. Sitting with arms crossed, sitting up in the chair, completely asleep. It was great.
The same guy who forgot his cleats for the state championship game.
They had to go buy
De La
him. They had to go buy him at Dick's Sporting Goods up in Sacramento.
Ball bouncing around. Gasaway's going to scoop this thing up.
Whoops.
Gasaway's going to try his luck on the other side. Finally ridden down about the 7-yard line, so the special teams of Riverside County sniffs this one out and brings down Gasaway at the 7-yard line. So San Bernardino County pinned up near their own goal.
Yeah, that was great. We get Logan on the phone and we're asking him, hey, so what are you doing for the All-Star game? And he's like, well, I'm handing out 150 burritos and I got to go get
for
some
the state
shoes.
championship. Yeah.
I got to go get some shoes for JJ Taylor.
That was great. Centennial head coach Matt Logan, kind enough to join us on the Inland Sports Show the day he was playing for the state championship against De La Salle. We said, Coach, are you breaking down film? What are you doing to game plan? He's like, I'm passing out breakfast burritos, and we got to get JJ Taylor some cleats. Unbelievable. Josh Johnson, the carry from Kaiser High School, takes it out to the 10-yard line. We love Matt Logan.
I think JJ's more of the artiste. He goes with the flow. He does what he does. He doesn't need all the film and that kind of thing. He's that good.
He likes to improvise.
Somebody doesn't like our stories. We got somebody. She's like, if I have to listen to another minute of those.
Oh my
fools.
gosh! If Zink drops another dancing reference, I'm out of here. Barola feeling the pressure, rolls to his right, brought down for a sack. Nice play by Riverside Counties. I think that was number 7 from up here.
Hey, let's give credit to Max Pichardo from Paloma Valley. He's a big guy, and they tried. What's his name? Barola tried to juke him and just couldn't do it. And if you watch the play, look at him. He's following, man. It's like, you're not gonna get away from me.
That was number 7, wasn't it? My eyes are deceiving me. He kind of had that jersey tucked up underneath. Desmond Williams, another Centennial guy, of course, right?
Yep.
So now from the 4-yard line, San Bernardino County facing 3rd down, 14 to go. Barola running for his life. He's in the end zone, finally tosses it out. He has Chris Vaughn. Chris Vaughn has a first down, spins and takes it to the 27-yard line. Big time play from Terrier to Wildcat. We got a first down for San Bernardino County.
A little shuck and jive there at the end of that. Did you see that to get on by? That was great. Boy, and I'll tell you what, Barola to get that ball away. He's running one direction and throwing against the grain to get it back into the middle, and then he takes it from there.
Yeah,
great.
He was in the end zone too. He heard those feet behind him. Barola's got Madison in the backfield with him. Barola's got time. Goes this left. Goes downfield. There's Chris Vaughn again. Another first down as they go out to about the 35-yard line.
Did he have
2:09 to play in the 3rd.
Did he have a lot of scramble plays when he was at Redlands? Because he seems to be very comfortable with the scrambling throwing.
We saw the Terriers quite a bit on Sports Weekly Live. He made some plays. He had some good receivers, though, as well, like Brandon Morris. Brandon Morris was in the All-Star game. He has checked back into the game, which is a good thing because he got a little banged up in the first half. But Brandon Morris from Redlands High School back in this game. Barola drops back, lets it fly. He's going for Brandon Morris. Got a little tangled up, and there comes the flag. There it is. Anthony Romero from Corona got a little tangled up with Brandon Morris down the sideline. And that's going to move San Bernardino County down the field. So 1:46 to play. Riverside County up by 3. And San Bernardino County is going to find themselves, in Riverside County territory now. Or just about, right about that 50-yard line. Was that not pass interference?
There's a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage, Pep.
So we got 1st and 10. Madison gets the call, goes to his left. Madison down the sideline, 1st down. Finally pushed out about the 33. They're going to say about the 35 on that far side. Alexander Madison had a chance to meet Mark Say, a former San Bernardino High School star who went to a Super Bowl with the San Diego Chargers. They lost to my 49ers. The year was 1995. But Mark Say had glowing things to say about Alexander Madison. As you mentioned, he's got a great GPA. He was a scholarship winner here at the IE All-Star Classic, and one heck of a tailback.
I can just say from assessing all of these scholarship applications, the most anybody had was 1 letter of recommendation. He had 3. So
Barola going deep downfield. He's got a wide open Tyrone Gasaway, and he's hit to the end zone and a little dance. Is he going to dab for you?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
What do you call that dance? The Gasaway?
The Gasaway. It's all the rage, man. 23-20, San Bernardino is on top, and the extra point is on its way.
Man.
So this thing is far from over. 23-20, 1:33 to go in the 3rd quarter. The 4th quarter, I hope you're watching live on GTV and the Inland Sports YouTube channel. We're going to have a fantastic finish.
That's a 24-20 with this point after. So we still got 1:33 left in the 3rd, and this game isn't anywhere near being over.
So the Citrus Belt League accounting for all 3 of the San Bernardino County touchdowns. We had Spencer Coleman with a TD in the 1st quarter, followed by one by Chris Vaughn of Redlands East Valley, and then now Tyrone Gasaway, giving San Bernardino County the lead, 24-20 with 1:33 to play in the 3rd.
Catch your breath, Pep, because we got a little ways to go.
Whew. I just want to see a great game. We got it. 24-20 right now.
Pep Barola is now 15 of 23 for 241 yards and 2 touchdowns. I think he's moving into the – it's just a horse race, and he's out in the front now. I think I'm going to say a little past the halfway point, somewhere around the 3-quarter pole, he's out. He's got about half a body out.
Where are you getting these stats? I have no stats over here.
Don't worry about it. I mean, I got my stat guy.
I got a guy.
I got a guy who knows a guy who does
I'm keeping
stats.
track of the touchdowns. I'm doing good just to do that.
Look, if I have to tell you where I get my stats, I'm going to have to kill you.
Let's not have that happen. 24-20.
Oh, there they go again. Huh?
San Bernardino.
Now they're like, psych.
Yeah, psych. You know what? You got to keep them honest every single time now.
Yeah, watch. If it gets down later in the game, I bet you they try it again. Because they're like, they're not going to do it.
So Imbriani,
and they still did it.
Little squib kick, finally held on to by number 45. I think you were right, Zach Markworth, another scholarship recipient with the good hands, the good hands team.
Yeah,
you're in good hands with Zach Markworth. You know, as Riverside County holds on to it.
He's every square inch of a good football player. He's not the biggest guy you ever found out, but a great football player.
Absolutely a key part of that Citrus Hill defense that led them to the CIF Southern Section Inland Division Championship, and of course the Division 2A state title. Catalano back in there. He's got Jamal Scott.
Look at the fancy socks down here on the near sideline. Who's that?
Who's old fancy socks?
See him? The black and white striped socks, number 5. That would be Jacob Ricard from Santiago High School.
Oh yeah,
flashy.
Right. Yeah. I used to have soccer socks like that. You feel me, Dennis Pope? From Fieldhouse on My Brain, you're a soccer guy. But I used to tape my ankles right below my shin guards, and you couldn't really see them on those socks, so it didn't work for me. I was all about, dude, soccer players are divas. You know how we are.
How we are.
Or I was. Catalano takes off on the run, gets to midfield here. So it'll be 2nd and 5 coming up on the Catalano 5-yard run.
Total. Total great. This is a great game. This is so much more fun than calling last year's game, even though there was more scoring.
Oh, man, Akili Ross from Riverside Poly, Nate Metters from San Gorgonio just went nuts on Orange County, and that was a long ride home for the OC team.
And they ran right out of the stadium to USC and UCLA.
Jamal Scott breaks loose. Jamal Scott still going. 25, 21-yard line, Jamal Scott.
That's angry.
He's real angry tonight. He's in a bad mood in this All-Star game. Jeff Steinberg's running back from the Rancho Verde gets a first down for the Riverside County All-Stars. We are under a minute to play in the first quarter.
Third quarter.
Scott's still in there. Did I say third?
First. You said first quarter.
I meant third.
It's okay.
Scott bottled up.
I got your back.
40 seconds to go in the third quarter.
The third quarter. Jamal Scott still in the backfield. Catalano checking the play. Linemen catching their breath. And there we have it. An Angel told me that Angel's going to have Jim Clover at the end of the third quarter.
We will. Catalano on the run, brought down by number 52, big Eric Garcia from Cajon High School. Garcia was an absolute force on that Cowboy defense. As we've ended the third quarter here, we're going to the fourth quarter. San Bernardino County up by 4, 24-20. What a fantastic game. The fourth quarter is going to be absolutely fantastic. We've got intern Angel down on the sidelines with the man, the myth, the legend. This guy makes the All-Star game go. It's Jim Clover. Angel, take it away.
All right, thanks, Pep. I'm here with Jim Clover of the Sports Clinic. Jim, obviously it's a great contest right now and heading into the fourth quarter, but at the half, you guys actually had a memorial to Dr. Wall, and you guys came out and you honored him, and his family was here. Can you go a little bit into the man that Mr. Wall was, and just the experience of, honoring him here tonight?
Dr. Wall brought me here in 1981, and the idea was to start a clinic so all kids could come. And then so for 34 years, any kid between, any high school kid between 6 and 8 in the morning or 12 to 1 in the afternoon could come in at no charge at all. That we saw during football season in the fall, we'd see 40, 50 kids a day, all for free. It was amazing, and nobody else has done that. And then we ran this All-Star game for 31 years. We ran another meeting called Practical Application Sports Medicine for 25 years. So we did a lot. It's a big loss to have him gone.
All right, and you yourself, you put a lot into the game tonight and the production of it actually coming all together. The atmosphere is great. There are fans filling up the sidelines. There's obviously a great, atmosphere around the game. How rewarding is it for you to see all of the effort pay off with an event like tonight's?
Well, it's good because, this year I knitted all the uniforms together. That was me. I sewed these things together. That's how deep it is right now. No, it's great to have them around here, man.
So you're a crocheting legend is what you're saying.
I am. I learned it from Dave Zink. You might have heard of the guy?
I've heard of him.
Yeah, that's the guy I learned from. We stitch together on weekends. We have a knitting club, yeah.
All right, well, count me in next weekend. Back to you, Pep.
Dave Zink who? Catalano to Cam Jackson for the touchdown during the Jim Clover interview. I guess Jim Clover, being a Clover, is good luck for the Riverside County team as they have taken the lead 26-24. Here comes the extra point. Catalano to Cam Jackson. We saw that plenty of times for the Centennial Huskies.
Fantastic. I missed that. I was sorry. I was doubled over laughing. If you know one thing about Jim Clover, it's the fact is that he's a card, and he's always trying to get one over on people, have some fun with it. But yes, now that it's out, yes, we do have a knitting club, and it is every weekend.
Who knew?
By the way, he's the best knitter I've ever seen. He can knit circles around you and I.
So he's got some strong knitting game.
As Catalano is a quarterback, he is a knitter. There we go.
I don't think I've ever heard that comparison. That's pretty good.
Actually, it's an SAT question.
So 27-24, Jeff Steinberg and the Riverside County All-Stars are on top by 3 with 11:52 to go here in the fourth quarter. San Bernardino County is going to get the ball back. And we've seen this kind of go back and forth. When one team scores, it seems like the other one comes right back and scores again. And when the other team rises up on defense, the other does the same as well. Reciprocal. It's like looking in the mirror. Are you still laughing at the knitting?
I'm sorry. It's just Clover. That's totally Jim Clover.
You think you know a guy? I had no idea you even knitted.
Well, It used to be a secret society, but obviously Jim's let the cat out of the bag.
Listen, we've got hundreds, thousands of people watching around the world right now on GTV and the Inland Sports YouTube channel, so the whole globe knows at this point.
So now that I'm back in the game, is Catalano to who, Cam?
Cam Jackson.
Cam Jackson. Boy, this is getting to be dicey.
We're going to have a great finish here. That's number 8 for the San Bernardino County All-Stars, Marquise Green from Carter High School on the return. San Bernardino County will start from the 37-yard line, we'll say. First down, 11:41 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Do you know, I haven't seen any chippy play. I haven't seen any jawing. This is just a good, sound, well-played football game that's very competitive. I mean, really, honestly, you know, guys picking each other up. This is what you like to see.
Absolutely. A lot of these guys know each other. Even though they're on opposite sides, they see each other in the playoffs.
Playoffs?
Talking about playoffs. Handoff. That's Coleman. Coleman's still on his feet. That's close to a first down. Let's see where they mark it. He's going to be about a half a yard short here.
Boy, and
about 9 yards.
He absorbed a really good hit at the 45 and still got another 2.5 yards out of that.
Landry Monty from Citrus Hill coming over, giving Anthony Catalano a hug. Anthony Catalano's got the ball cap on. Looks like he's loosening up some of his pads. His night might be done.
What?
We got Brett Virgil, hashtag Brett the quarterback. Josh Johnson the carry. Looks like he's denied right around the line of scrimmage. See where they put that with forward progress. I think he's still going to be short here. So it looks like Brett Virgil's going to take us the rest of the way.
Well, he's what do you want to say, bouncing back and forth like he's ready to go. I don't see, where's Catalano that you're saying his pads are off?
Catalano's down here on the right side in front of the trainer's bench. He's got the ball cap on. He's kind of walking around doing his own thing. He's kind of all by himself over there.
Hey, he's walking off the field now. Here he goes. Wait a minute. Hey, get back in the box there, Catalano. Anthony.
So hashtag Brett the quarterback, Brett Virgil. Looks like will take us the rest of the way as they, looks like they want to measure this thing. I'm going to guess he's short.
You sure?
I think he's going to be like a half a yard short because we're up here in the luxurious press box at Ramona Stadium, and from our vantage point, we're a little short. You know what? We got one of Jeff Steinberg's daughters up here. You want to jump on the headset real quick and say hello to the world? Is that cool? We got nothing else to do. I mean, they're just measuring for a first down. We're all bored. You want to tell everyone what your name is?
Hello.
Say hi. What's your name?
Jaden.
Jaden, how's your dad doing? Your dad's Jeff Steinberg. He's the head coach for the Riverside County team. How's he doing?
Good.
What does he need to do to get a win here in the fourth quarter? His team's up by 3.
Have good players.
Have good players? Is he a pretty good coach usually?
Yeah.
Yeah? What does he do best in coaching, you think?
Coaching.
He does a lot of good coaching. He does, right?
Yeah.
Does he scream a lot when he coaches at Rancho Verde?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does, huh? He's a yeller, I could tell.
Yeah.
Here comes third down. We'll have Jaden on for one more play here. It's third down. 1 to go. I told you they wouldn't get a first down. Barola going deep. He's got C.J. Harris, but he's picked off by number 11, Wes Smith of Notre Dame High School. Did your dad ask Wes to do the interception, you think?
I don't know.
He probably told Wes to go intercept that ball. I'm sure he did. So the Riverside County All-Stars will take over. Your dad looks well-dressed today. Does he always want to look good for football games?
Yeah.
He does, huh?
Yeah, most of the time, like in the morning, you'll see him have an extra outfit with him for football.
Oh, he does?
Like during football season.
Yeah, he's got to look good, right? You got to look good on the sidelines. You don't want to go out there looking all scruffy.
Yeah.
So Riverside County will take over. We'll let Jaden hang on. Jaden Steinberg here joining us with the analysis at the IE All-Star Classic. And hashtag Brett the quarterback. Brett Virgil from Heritage High School is the quarterback now. Throws it out to Cam Jackson. He's met quickly by number 5 of the San Bernardino County All-Stars. That is Matt Lee from Yucaipa High School. So Jaden, let me ask you. So Riverside County is up by 3 right now. What do you think your dad should do to make sure they get the win right now? Should he pass the ball more? Did they play some good defense?
Like, play some good defense.
I think so too. Brett Virgil going downfield. They're going to say incomplete. Looked like a couple guys jumped off sides. I didn't see a flag here, but nevertheless, it was incomplete. Did you have fun at the All-Star Banquet last night?
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
It was pretty fun.
The comedian was funny.
The comedian was really good, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was very funny.
Did you like the food?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Really good Italian food from Romano's. They do a great job. Well, Jaden, you just made your TV and internet debut here on the IE All-Star Classic. How cool is that?
Pretty cool.
All right, go ahead and give the headset back to Zink. You actually did better than David Zink. I wish we could keep her here, but Zink really wants to get back on the headset. Thank you, Jaden. You were awesome. You
do
were
I have
great.
competition?
You do.
Dang it.
You do.
Dang it.
She did great.
Jaden, don't take my job. Thanks, Jaden.
See ya. Bye, Jaden. Jaden Steinberg came up to the press box before the game, very interested in video and TV and the internet. And I said, listen, come on up. Come check out, behind the scenes, the magic.
It's spot-on analysis, too. She was all over her dad. Boy, you'd think she'd be nicer to him.
Hey, you know what?
But Pep,
we learned a lot about Jeff Steinberg.
You didn't ask the hard-hitting questions.
The
question I wanted to hear is,
what was that?
Does your dad coach you up at home? When you're like having to clean your room, he's like, now listen.
Listen.
You know? We digress. Back to the game.
That's Fidel Romo punting for the Riverside County All-Stars. 9:42 to play. The ball's bouncing around. Gasaway's going to take it. Woo. Going to kind of dodge a couple guys. Still on his feet. Here comes Tyrone Gasaway. A stiff arm here. Still on his feet. Finally corralled to the ground around the 27-yard line. But Tyrone Gasaway, great effort there on the punt return.
Corralled to the ground. He was like drugged down by, who was that?
As our good friend Vinny Fazio, the head coach at Ramona, says, his guys on defense got to get to the ball in a bad mood, right?
Absolutely, every time.
There's a replay. There's Gasaway.
But who's the guy who finally grabs his jersey and pulls him down?
Because he's got a good stiff arm coming up. Keep an eye on that. That's Quickie. Austin Quickie's like, that's not going to fly with me.
Enough.
Barola out to Josh Johnson from out of the backfield. Johnson picks up about 5 on the play, bringing up second down. 9:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Riverside County up by 3.
As the clock ticks away.
Could you handle overtime? Could we do overtime? We might have. I'm just saying. We got 2 great kickers in this game. Got a couple receivers stacked on the near side. Barola out to Alexander Madison behind the screen. Madison gets
a flag on the play.
Yeah, he gets a first down, but there is a flag on the play. Nice play by Alexander Madison for the catch out of the backfield. But they're moving the ball back. It looks like it'll be against the offense. So 8:43 to go. Riverside County up 27-24. You're watching live on GTV and the Inland Sports YouTube channel. What a fantastic game. An absolutely huge crowd. Just a great night for high school football. Right when you start missing high school football, like after the new year, we bring you the IE All-Star Classic.
Sorry, Pep, taking care of some administrative things.
Yeah, were you telling Jaden, don't come back? You can't have my job.
Barola
on the run, gets a little tripped up. Nice play by number 32 of the Riverside County All-Stars, Kevin Metzenheimer from Moreno Valley. I asked Jaden, does your dad yell a lot on the sidelines at football games? She's like, yeah, he screams a lot.
You got to get your point across.
We love Jeff Steinberg. Kids are so innocent. I mean, I'd hate for people to ask my kids questions.
Yeah.
Could get ugly.
Yeah, so you got to tread lightly there, Pep. You know?
Got a timeout on the field, 7:52 to play. The Riv, as the kids call it, up by 3. And wait, Jaden's also a water girl, right? That's
right.
Man.
Dude, she's a multitasker. She's going to own. She's going to, look at, there she is. Water. Anybody need water?
Very
Fantastic.
ambitious.
Look at her. She's right in the middle of that group, taking charge.
I dig it.
I tell you what, I see big things for that girl. There she is right there. Look, they got her on camera.
Yeah, they got her on camera.
There she is. Jack of all trades.
You know what's funny? I just want to point this out. We got Coach Ron Geringer from San Gorgonio. He's down there with a big bag of popcorn, and he's like yelling at the referees. Now he's hugging a lady, so that's nice to see. But he was like almost on the field, and he's like pointing across the field and like yelling at the referee, and he's got a bag of popcorn in his hands.
By the way, why is he on the Riverside side? What's up with that?
I don't know. He's a former Centennial guy.
So he's the only guy talking trash on this in this thing.
Barola to Madison. Oh, here comes the old halfback pass. Nothing doing, so Madison takes off on the run, still on his feet.
Oh.
Knocked down about the 31-yard
Did
line.
I see a flag? I saw a flag.
Coach Geringer, remember, was our analyst. We did a lot of pregame and postgame live shows from Citrus Hill when they were winning CIF and throughout the state playoffs.
That was good fun.
And he did a great job. Coach Ron Geringer from San Gorgonio High School knows his football and well-connected. Former head coach at Centennial High School amongst a lot of other places too, but currently at San Gorgonio.
And if you remember, it was cold.
It was really cold.
Whoa.
It was a battle out there.
But still fun to do. Coach Geringer's a great guy.
So from the 33-yard line, we've got a 3rd and 5 coming up with 7:40 to play. San Bernardino County with the ball, but they're down by 3. Barola to Chris Vaughn.
Who carries 2 guys for another 5 yards.
Was it? Let's see. Yeah, it was Chris Vaughn.
Boy, that's
about the 46.
Powerful runner. He had 2 guys on him, and he carried them for another 5.
I saw Chris before the game and said, you know, I didn't really recognize you with the number 45. He's like, well, that's what happens when you miss the first practice. Like Brett Virgil, like Anthony Catalano. You just get what's left, the leftovers.
I think it's great.
I like it. Mix it up, do something different. Hands it off to Coleman. Coleman stuffed right around that line of scrimmage by that Riverside County defensive front. Austin Quickie in on the play, as is number 44, Carlton Washington from the Rancho Verde High School.
As time ticks by, it's about 7 minutes left. 3-point lead for Riverside, 27-24.
Man, this is going to be, whoever has the ball last will likely win the game. That's the kind of situation that is brewing right now in the IE All-Star Classic. 6:53 to go.
I tend to agree with you, Pep.
Barola's got time. Going to let it fly. Gets hit as he lets it go.
Boy, I tell you, he loves to.
He was looking for Desmond Williams. I'm sorry, Desmond Williams was defending there. 3rd and 10, 6:44 to play.
He loves to scramble and throw against his scramble. So he's like throwing against
yeah, opposite of his chest.
Yeah. He's really good at it.
Barola back in the shotgun. He's got time. Actually, he's bottled up, trying to stay on his feet. Finally ridden to the ground by number 32, Kevin Metzenheimer of Moreno Valley.
So Barola, that incompletion he just threw, ended a streak of 11 consecutive passes he had for completion.
Where are you getting these stats?
I'm just telling you, I got a guy who knows a guy.
You got a guy. Well, that was a big play by Metzenheimer of Moreno Valley as we see the replay of him tracking down Barola, brings him down for the sack. We've got 6:14 to go with the clock ticking, and Riverside County up by 3, about to get the ball back, assuming Imbriani is going to let this thing fly on the punt.
Pep, I have to make a correction. It was 12, not 11 completions consecutive.
Any way you slice it, that's pretty good.
That's great.
That's Skylar Thomas. Makes the catch, but tackled hard. That's Stewart again from Redlands. They're going to mark him about the 20, looks like 22, 23-yard line. So a 5:52 to play. If you're Jeff Steinberg or Jaden Steinberg, maybe you just call to run the ball and just run this clock out. See if you can get some first downs here and send the Riv back home happy. There's Jaden doing a great job with the water. Great shot at the Riverside County All-Stars. Jeff Steinberg and I, for whatever reasons, we run in the same circles. Our daughters go to the same gymnastics place, and I ran into his wife, and what kind of shirt was I wearing at gymnastics? Centennial. I said, no offense to your Santiago days. Love me some Huskies. Run play goes nowhere for Riverside County. Exactly what San Bernardino needed. Big stop on first down, but the clock is moving. Time is not on the San Bernardino side. Down by 3. They need the ball back. Get Embriani in field goal range, at least push this to overtime. Better yet, they can still win it. Meanwhile, Riverside County, a first down or 2 could do the trick.
Here we go.
Brett Virgil in at quarterback. He's got Jamal Scott in the backfield with him. Virgil to Scott from out of the backfield. Picks up a couple, goes out of bounds, and that'll actually stop the clock at 5 minutes.
That was, he's still running angry. No one's taken that guy down. Has he actually gone to the ground yet?
Not without a fight. Couple forearms and people getting ran over.
Come on, man. He straight armed that kid straight into the turf.
It's a bad scene.
I told you, get off me.
5 minutes to go. A big 3rd and 6.
And nobody's left yet.
Virgil has his man. That's number 4, Sean Bowden from Roosevelt, but they will be short of the first down. And the San Bernardino County defense rises up, makes a huge stop. 4th down for the Riv. They will be forced to punt, assuming they do. Fidel Romo's on the field. You just never know in these games,
Wait
right?
a minute. Come on, Pep. They're inside the 30-yard line with a 3-point lead with 4 minutes left in the game.
You just never know with Jeff Steinberg.
Didn't you just say you play to win the game?
Listen, Jeff Steinberg still has Halloween decorations in front of his house. You just never know with this guy. He does. He's going to call him out on it. He's got some jack-o'-lantern decorations. That's Gasaway.
Sounds to me you take great offense at that.
Gasaway brings it back out to about the 43-yard line.
I'm going to have to tell Jeff to take those down because obviously it's bothering you. Do you drive by and wave your fist at him?
Well, he's got such great decorations at his house that he makes the rest of the neighborhood look bad, so I'm just trying to poke a little fun at him. 4:04 to play, 4th quarter. Riverside County up by 3, but San Bernardino County has the ball. We've got a great finish here on GTV and the Inland Sports YouTube channel. Mr. Catalano heading out early.
Well, his son's already unlaced his shoulder pads. Why would he not?
Big play by that Riverside County defense. Is Anthony going to bail? Is he done for the night? Like he's literally going to walk out the stadium?
Oh, Anthony's old enough to drive.
His
dad's not going to see him play anymore. He's going to beat the crowd, go get some dinner. Sounds like a great
Anchos
idea.
or Romanos?
You know,
where are we going?
I'm going to say Ancho Romanos.
Barola. We'll just do both. I'm starving. Barola out to Josh Johnson of Kaiser. Johnson gets close to the original line of scrimmage, but man, 3rd down coming up. 12 to go. They're going to say 11. 3:15 on the clock, and that clock's ticking down.
This is a great game. A very outstanding game.
Couldn't ask for a better game.
Hey, you know what, Pep? I think it's the biggest game in history.
That's what I've heard. Hashtag the biggest game in history. So 3rd and 11 for San Bernardino County. Really, all you got to do is get in field goal range.
To tie it up?
Tie it up.
Oh, my goodness, Pep.
You play to tie the game. Barola rolls out to his left.
Oh, my goodness.
He's still on his feet, but they're going to wrangle him down to the ground.
If nothing else, he's elusive.
Very elusive.
He extends plays. I'm just trying to use all the terms when you hear like scouts talking, like college players who are going to be going into the NFL draft,
Kevin Padilla from San Jacinto in on that tackle. We got 4th and 11. You got to go for it, obviously. You got to go for it. So Nick Rogers wants to talk this one over. Either way, win or lose.
Hold on a second. You still got You still got 2:24 left.
Yeah.
You kick the ball. You flip the field, right?
You want to pin them up near their own end zone.
See if you can stop them, and then they're going to give you the ball better. If you can get it far enough down in their zone, you're going to get better field position. You get it back with, let's say, well, I don't know how many timeouts they have. See, now we're just looking at this.
All right, Coach Zink. You think they punt? You think they punt?
I don't know what I'm doing. I can't even write this stuff. How the heck can I coach
Where's
it?
Jaden? Where's Jaden when I need her to get some real insight?
Look, she's doing something important. She's got water, and she's giving it to the players. Come on.
2:24 to play. This is a big 4th down, whether it's a punt or they go for it. I say they go for it. You think they're going to punt?
Oh, they're going to punt. No, they're going to go for it. Come on.
Well, I don't know. Now you got me second-guessing everything. Maybe they do
That's
punt.
my goal.
Maybe
my goal is to make it so you can't make a decision. Maybe not.
I don't know.
Is it day or is it night? I can't tell. There's light out there, but it looks dark.
So they got Madison in the slot.
I think the MVPs are the referees because they pretty much stayed out of the way and let these kids play.
It's been a great game. Not a whole lot of flags. Let them play some football. Got Madison in the slot. Looks like C.J. Harris on the far side. Chris Vaughn and Brandon Morris on the near side. Barola rolls to his right. He's got plenty of time. Barola's still holding on to it. Goes downfield. He's got a wide open Alexander Madison. He holds it in inside the 20. And San Bernardino County's back in business.
Is that what you call broken coverage?
Wow, Alexander Madison.
He was 10 yards behind the nearest player.
He was running back by trade, but in the slot, snuck past that secondary.
And we've got 2:13 left, and they're now 1st and 10 inside the 20, 19-yard line.
Here's the replay. Barola with all kinds of time as he rolled out to his right. And there was Madison behind the defense to about the 18-yard line, 17.
Was that a designed no run? Just give him time to get down the field so I can throw it? Because Barola could have got the first down.
You're right. Here's Madison with the carry. He gets a couple, crosses the 15.
Right, so he just keeps running to the sideline to get people to have to come try and cover him, and then dump behind the defense and you throw it to him.
All right, 2nd down coming up. Coach Zink, do you just run a couple plays and try to get in field goal range? You already are, but move it towards the center of the field, or
score a touchdown. What are you talking about?
You play to win the game, right?
Yeah. Why do you want to tie it? Pep, come on.
Listen, I've covered so many soccer matches. I talk about draws all the time. Okay. Barola to the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Chris Vaughn. Chris Vaughn with the touchdown from Barola as the Redlands to Rev connection strikes again. That's Chris Vaughn's 2nd touchdown of the game.
But is Barola the MVP?
Wow, this is going to be a tough one.
They use pretty much Chris Barola. They used the Indian Springs kid for just a couple series, and he played the whole game. He's had a lot of completions, and he's moved the guys downfield. So
Joey Barola might be the front runner, but there's a minute 22 on the clock.
Whoa, you're right. What am I thinking?
Who are you?
Where did you come from?
So the extra point is on its way, and this will be big because a touchdown will be the difference, assuming it goes through, and it does. So it's 31-27. So now a field goal doesn't do you any good, David Zink.
It does not. Really they got to march down the field. But if there's anybody who can do it, you got Catalano took off his pads. He's going home.
Anthony, where are you, bro? But you got Brett Virgil. Come on, man.
Oh, he's right there, I think. No, that is not him.
No, that's Anthony right here at the ball cap.
Yeah.
He's down there. Cam Jackson's dancing around.
Barola is 22 of 31 for 341 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Okay, I'm sold. You got it. Barola's if San Bernardino County wins, Barola's the guy, right?
It's got to be. I mean, I understand that what's his name? Chris Vaughn caught 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I mean, but someone's got to throw it to you.
Gasaway has a receiving touchdown. Chris Vaughn has 2.
Getting another transmission on some more stats here. Vaughn has 8 catches for 115 yards and 2 touchdowns.
It's close. I think I still go with Barola.
I'm going with Barola.
That's if.
I was going with Jeff Huerta, but apparently things
Is
have
he not
fallen
in the
apart.
running anymore?
I was totally on the Jeff Barola train, but I've just jumped off. I broke my ankle, and now I'm with Barola.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
and there's that. Fake onside kick.
Now wait.
There's no way the onside kick here. Right? There's no way.
I don't know. We didn't think Nick was going to do all the things he's done so far. Excuse me, Coach Rogers.
Yeah, come on.
I'm sorry.
Here's Imbriani.
They
Oh,
did.
it is an onside kick. Riverside County recovers. Oh my goodness. I love it though. I love this stuff.
Talk about going against the grain every time.
That was Zach Markworth with the sure hands on the onside kick. So 1:20, and the Riverside County offense will go to work from their own 48-yard line. So this game is far from over. Keep it locked on GTV and the Inland Sports YouTube channel. We're going to have a fantastic finish.
Markworth, that was his second onside recovery, by the way.
He's got some good hands.
And some good stats.
So 1:20 to go. Brett Virgil in at quarterback for the Riverside County team. Virgil up the field to Jamal Scott. Hauls it in. Scott still on his feet. Down to near the 20-yard line. Scott takes it to the 22 as Riverside County has 1:13 to go and about 21 yards to the end zone.
Oh, Nelly. Crazy.
Wow, what
Good
a game.
stuff.
This game is unbelievable.
Good stuff. We got 108, 107, 6. Getting down to a minute here.
Virgil hands it off to Jamal Scott. Jamal Scott gets near a first down to about the 12-yard line, and we're under a minute to play now.
They might want to call a timeout. They're just burning clock.
They're going to hurry back to the line. Maybe they don't have a timeout. Maybe they're going to snap the ball.
Hurry up, you're burning time.
So 43 seconds to play. Brett Virgil hands it off to Scott, and there comes the flag. So first down.
Well, I hope nobody went to the parking lot to get out early, because if they did, they're missing a lot of a great plays.
Mr. Catalano, where are you? He's a very important
Where
man.
have
I'm sure
you
he had some
gone,
very important things.
Anthony Catalano?
And San Bernardino County will call the timeout here. 39 seconds on the clock. We're looking at a 2nd and 2.
What great stuff, man.
Oh, man, I'm loving this game. Nothing against Orange County, but compared to last year's game, I mean, if I was Jeff Huerta, it'd be like comparing Star Wars Episode 2 to, like, Return of the Jedi. I mean, like, there's no comparison. I'm trying to talk in Jeff Huerta terms.
Oh, my goodness. What was his favorite comedy?
Wasn't he a big Harrison Ford guy? Didn't he like Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
All right, so 39 seconds, 2nd and 2 for the Riverside County All-Stars, down by 4. Jamal Scott, the carry, goes to his left, still in bounds. Jamal Scott finally pushed out of bounds. They're going to mark him out at about the 4-yard line. 34 seconds to go, the clock stops.
You know, is this a thank you for your fine season, Jamal Scott? I'm just going to keep shoving the ball.
Jeff Steinberg's his head coach. And now Steinberg wants a timeout.
You know what he's doing? He's trying to steal the MVP away from Jeff Huerta.
Is that what's going on?
He's got his D coordinator who's like lock for MVP, and so he's running Jamal Scott to keep it away from him.
Wouldn't that be hilarious? We picked Huerta as our player of the game, so you have to read the Press Enterprise and the Sun tomorrow, and it says the player of the game was defensive coordinator Jeff Huerta. I want to do that just to mess with all you guys.
But he was the MVP most valuable person, not player.
There you go.
Hopefully Jeff will see this broadcast and
we
be able
really
to,
talk it.
be able to appreciate the love that we've given him. Hey, come on, he's a great defensive coordinator. I mean, to only give up 31 points to a team of this caliber, not bad. But then again, we haven't said anything about the defensive coordinator on the other side, who's only given up 27 points.
Hey, I got to give a shout out to my boy, Mitchell Edge. He's watching the game right now all the way from Bozeman, Montana, former Centennial Valley College football and track guy. Who's the big fella? They give the ball to the big man. He gets turned away. He's still going. How about mixing it up that way? Oh, my goodness. That's number 54 for the Riverside County All-Stars.
71, wasn't it?
I think it was 54.
54? 54 is a...
Isikeli Akau,
yeah.
Another Rancho Verde guy, trying to get the Mustangs in the end zone. Once again, shout out to Mitchell Edge watching the game all the way up in Montana. Mitchell, we appreciate it, man.
Shout out to Mitchell. So we are worldwide.
We are, at least in Montana.
Man, that is awesome.
Which seems like a world away from here.
Pep, you have a reach, as they say.
I've got reach.
You've got reach.
We've got a man down on the field.
No, this is not what we need right now. Hope he's okay.
He's up on his feet. That's number 99 for San Bernardino.
That would be, nope, not there.
Anthony Moran from Oak Hills High School, the High Desert. But he's walking out on his own 2 feet, which is a great sign. But back to the game. We got 25 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Riverside County with the ball, and Jamal Scott once again lined up as the running back. That was pretty fun having a cow in there. Brett Virgil's going to throw. Virgil to Ricard.
Picked off.
No, that was a touchdown.
Oh,
that was
touchdown.
number 5, Ricard from Santiago. 31. 33-31. Riverside County back in front. Huge play. Jacob Ricard takes off his helmet.
You got to see the replay of that. That was spectacular.
He is too cool for school. And that's
look at this. Look at this.
That's Jeff Steinberg's former player at Santiago.
He's showing love to all the. Oh my gosh! And he threaded the needle. Brett, the quarterback, with a great pass, and Ricard. Wow! Did you see that? That was between 3 guys, 2 guys. If they had him bracketed, he could still get it.
So the extra point is good, making it 34-31. So Nick Rogers and San Bernardino County will have 22 seconds to get in field goal range.
To tie the game and go to overtime.
It's doable. So now, assuming you have to pick the MVP from the winning team, we got a decision to make.
Well, I'm not going to give it to Brett, the quarterback. Or do I?
It's a tough one. I mean, because Riverside County has really been balanced.
What about Romo?
Could do a kicker. Maybe.
He had a 41-yard field goal. He's made all the point after.
How about an offensive lineman?
Wow.
How about Jim Clover?
Jim Clover.
The MVP of the All-Star game was Jim Clover. Seriously, stew about it. Get back to me. Just think about it. 22 seconds left. Riverside County up by 3. Off. Back deep for San Bernardino. Elijah Lilly. And what doesn't matter because they're going to watch this ball sail into the back of the end zone. So San Bernardino County will start on their own 20. They've got 22 seconds to at least get into field goal range and give Embriani a chance to tie this thing up and send it to overtime. What a fantastic finish here in the 31st annual Inland Empire All-Star Classic. We thank you for watching on GTV and the Inland Sports YouTube channel.
So quite a conversation, Pep, with the media here in the press box, and you know we've got a vote for Barola.
Okay.
We've got a vote for. Oh darn it! I said maybe Romo.
Well, here we go. 1st and 10, San Bernardino County. 22 seconds. They got 4 out wide. Barola. That ball's going to skip and hit the ground. He was going for number 23, Elijah Lilly.
We had a vote.
Cajon.
We had a vote for Brett, the quarterback.
Okay.
Barola.
Sure.
A possibility of Romo. Think about it. If this ends up the same way, it's 34-31. A 40-yard field goal could have been the difference, or should have, and was the difference.
So you talked to our good friends from the Press, Enterprise, and the Sun, correct?
Yeah, and I got one for Barola because he says he's the player of the game at this point as far as stats and what he's done.
Okay.
I can't argue with that, but we got to come up with it. We got to come up with an MVP.
All right, second down. Barola rolls out to his right, still has time. Finds an open Tyrone Gassaway. Gassaway trying to get over to the sideline. Gassaway still going. Gets around one tackler. He's brought down, and the clock is moving. 5 seconds left. We've got a timeout on the field.
And they need about.
Or wait, you know what? Hold on. First down, right? So the clock stops at the first down?
Right, but they still need 10, 20.
They're not going to have time to run a play and kick a field goal. They're going to have to just go for it. Barola, time is expired on the clock. Barola has it, heaves it downfield. Barola intercepted by Skylar Thomas of Citrus Hill. Skylar Thomas with the interception to end the game. He also took a touchdown back as Riverside County wins the 31st annual Inland Empire All-Star Classic. Final score of 34-31. What a great game here from Ramona High School.
Who's your vote?
All right, so the hardware is coming out on the field. Though they will present the IE All-Star Classic trophy to the Riv. 34-31 the final score. What a great game here in the 31st playing of this Inland Empire tradition. So, intern Angel's on the field. He's going to try to line us up an interview here.
Huh?
34-31.
There we go. By a vote of
Jacob Ricard hauling in the go-ahead touchdown. Proved to be the game-winning from Brett Virgil late in the fourth quarter. Yes, David Zink, breaking news.
And after lots of negotiations and understanding, we picked the MVP of the game.
Most valuable player.
3-point win for Riverside. We got Fidel Romo, MVP of the All-Star game.
Fidel Romo, the kicker out of Banning High School, is the MVP.
Now it was a battle for that because there was 2 votes for Barola. Barola had 341 yards and 3 touchdowns.
So it was a close vote. We got to thank all our sponsors, Moss Brothers, of course, Robertson's Ready Mix, the Riverside Medical Clinic Sports Clinic, and a special shout out to Jim Clover as well, Remax Advantage, all of our fine sponsors who joined us on the broadcast tonight and who have supported the Inland Empire All-Star Classic. What a great game. Once again, Fidel Romo, the kicker from Banning High School, named the most valuable player by the media up here in the press box. It was close. Joey Barola from Redlands in the loss had a great game. Some votes for Brett Virgil as well. A lot of big-time players, but let's go live down to the field. Intern Angel with the winning coach from the Rancho Verde, Jeff Steinberg. Angel?
All right, thanks, Pep. I'm here with Jeff Steinberg, the coach of Rancho Verde and the coach for tonight's Riverside County All-Star team. Coach, it was an all-star game, but towards the end it had a championship-type feel to it. Can you go a little into what the experience was like tonight and what you were telling your team in that last drive?
Well, there wasn't a lot of time to talk, but we just had some good guys make plays. I think more than just that last drive. I think the thing that is just good culmination to the week. The best part about the week was just practicing with these guys every day.
Congratulations. All right, Coach, here you're getting the championship trophy. Coach, on that last touchdown reception, Jacob Ricard, one of your former players at Santiago, was on the receiving end. Can you go a little into the player that he is and what you told him after that reception?
Yeah, so it was really cool because, you're trying to get guys the ball, but in the end, there's only one football, and you can't get everybody the ball equal amount of times. So, but there's some familiarity with what he can do, and anyways, we just made a little bit of an adjustment on that last play there, where we flipped the wide receiver receivers and we put Jake to the field, and we had a slant arrow concept where he ran the slant, the running back ran the arrow. He beat his guy inside, gave him a little bit of a stair step, and had a nice finish to the play with the touchdodown.
All right, it was obviously an eventful All-Star experience for you. One word to sum up this whole experience for you, Coach.
Fantastic. It was just everything about it. The game was pretty cool itself, especially how it ended. But I think even just more so, just seeing guys that I followed their high school careers and getting an opportunity to spend a week and coach them with our staff was pretty special. And these guys did a great job of representing not only the county but their programs. All
right, Coach. Enjoy the night. Enjoy the trophy. And congratulations.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks.
Back to you, Pep.
Thank you, Angel. Once again, the final score, Riverside County has defeated San Bernardino County in the 31st plane of the Inland Empire All-Star Classic. What a fantastic finish, down to the wire. And the Riv wins this one behind the leg of Fidel Romo, the MVP of the Classic.
Well, I mean, a lot of great performances. Barola with a fantastic performance, 22 of 31, 341 yards, 3 touchdowns.
And look at that trophy. We don't mess around here.
Jamal Scott had an outstanding second half.
Jamal Scott would have been another good pick.
I mean, you have
Brett Virgil?
Brett, the quarterback, who comes out and does great, throws 3 touchdowns, right?
Let's see. Ricard had 1. Cameron Jackson had 1. And Samante Bonner had 1 as well, receiving touchdowns.
Right, but were those by Brett, the quarterback?
You're the stat guy.
Yeah, I don't have it. No, it was 2 touchdowns, I think it was.
So final score, 34-31. Riverside County has won the 31st annual Inland Empire All-Star Classic. We appreciate you watching live on GTV.
Yes. And most importantly, it was a well-played game, hotly contested, with lots of great plays. I don't think anybody's leaving this game thinking they got cheated for the the $300 they paid a ticket for this. So I think that they felt like they got their money's worth.
You couldn't have asked for a better game, and at halftime, a great ceremony to honor the life of Dr. Jerome Wall. We got a fantastic finish. So many great players in the Inland Empire showcased tonight in this Inland Empire high school football tradition. From everyone at GTV and the Inland Sports Team, I'm Pep Fernandez, and that is David Zink. We thank you for tuning in tonight. Once again, the final score, Riverside County over San Bernardino County, 34-31. Riverside County is your Inland Empire All-Star Classic champion.